don't know what to do for their business, or they want to start a business, or they're in business already, they don't know what's the directions next. The second thing is their lack of strategies. Set of strategies here actually. Then lack of customers and leads. And then some say, I run advertisements, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work for them. And then some say they run ads. It works for them. They get many leads. They get many PM, but very low conversions. So that's usually the few things that I encounter with. So my next question is that, what's the challenge? What's the challenge? Then we tackle everything one by one.
I think reaching to the right people.
The right peoples.
Who are the right people?
Reaching, because you already have your certification program already.
Yeah.
You have training already. Your modules, everything is sorted already. So now.
So I think I told you this. We've been blessed because we don't have a dedicated marketing department. We don't have people who are selling. Most of all these years have been referrals, and off and on we post on Facebook and LinkedIn, and people reach out to us, organize the conferences, but like what you said.
You have no control. You have no predictabilities.
Some people say, "Oh, you're doing all this, but then you're keeping it a secret."
Oh, so his business is more onto referrals. People Google referrals, and then that's his business. But then when we started and say, what if suddenly everything stopped? Then what's your new channels? So you don't have new channels to get anymore. Then that's actually what I said. There's no predictability. No predictability means that you only have one channel, and which is the referrals, word of mouth. And then when this channel suddenly in winter seasons, so what is the next? What's the next source? So that's actually where we got together actually. And then any more challenge? Don't know how to do marketing. Anything else? Don't know how to do ads. Don't know how the marketing works.
Yeah, this is your basic 101, marketing 101.
Just the basic 101. So, but the overall big picture, how does it work? Don't know. Lack of the big picture, lah.
Don't know what we don't know, lah.
Oh. Don't have the big picture, is it? Don't have the big picture. Okay. Don't know what we don't know. Okay. Anything else? No time, So many business,
Marketing is always, takes the most, I would say, effort and time.
Yeah, because there's a lifeblood, right?
It's non-standard.
Yeah.
It's non-standard, so you need to, whether you can make it standard, yes, you can do it with your program, you can do it standardized. I think it's how you...
Ad hoc.
Ad hoc is one thing, but you can also have regular, but the thing is you need to monitor, deliver performance, just like doing anything.
Monitor.
Finance, cash flow, you still have to monitor.
So the indicator, how to monitor whether is it working or not working. If it's not working, how to troubleshoot.
And getting the right people.
Okay.
Getting them to do the right thing and monitoring them.
Monitoring.
You get the people, but you don't monitor, or you don't have the tools to monitor properly. Your tools are important. I think the main thing is the tools.
Tools. Okay. We're gonna touch about this. Ayuma. Oh. Yeah. Because everyone come out.
Yes, I want to do a differentiation position, especially.
Competitive. And how to differentiate, right?
Yes.
How to stand out. How to stand out. Okay. Anything is not here? Competitive, I think every business is so competitive.
Systems.
Systems,
I believe 94% systems, 6% people.
System, so I'm a system guy actually.
System and SOP.
SOP, yeah, SOP.
So SOP, if for money, you want working instruction even.
Yeah.
Something I
Can we use
Scale.
stand alone
Yes.
scale. I mean, it's not stand alone means you can anyone just comes in plug into the system.
Yeah.
Oh.
KC, the SOP are supposed to be done by the boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Must.
We have to involve.
If we don't run the system, they will create their own system.
I think there's one more. It's
We only create our system, they only follow, they don't have creativity.
Then find another one.
What is system here? What do you mean by system?
system. It's actually the process, SOP, tools. System actually two ways. One is actually the process, which is SOP, standard operation procedures. So that's actually for marketing, social media, get leads, convert them into clients, appointments, sales part, sales script, marketing copywriting, how to standardize it.
Sales, yeah.
So from there, then it goes to the sales part. How do you convert them into sales? What the script looks like? What are the things you need to prepare? And then Then after that, we need system to support it, the tools to support it, automation tools, and then the monitoring part. So these are all into system. There are two branches. One branches is SOP and processes. The other branches is the tools, systems. The tools and the software and so. Yeah. So
This is what we learned these 2 days, right?
yeah. Yeah, but they only can come in today. Captain and Chen only can come in today. Tomorrow they are not here. But actually we are in coaching so that they are going to learn this anyway. Just that if you attend today, you attend this today, you will get a big picture. Because coaching is a step by step, so sometimes you get it now, sometimes you get it later. Okay. Competitive, everyone is facing it. I also facing it, everyone also facing it. Lack of directions. I'm going to give you the big pictures. Lack of customer and leads because you're not doing enough marketings. Run ads. Some people run ads. Some people don't run ads, or they don't know how to run ads also. SOP because you don't get the big picture, so you don't know what to SOP. And then sometimes you get the wrong marketing persons. And then the marketing person is inexperienced. And then you listen to the inexperienced guy, and then he look at you, I look at him. That's the problem. So, but you hire a good one, then you need a good investment. So sometimes it's an investment, and then sometimes versus the experience. So which one I want to take? But majority of the bosses, I just come back from Indonesia, sir, and I come to the conclusion, whichever country you are in, it's all the same issue. It's all the same issue. It's all this issue. So,
Share again your solar, that one.
oh, later.
Oh, that one is an interesting story.
So low conversion means that I have so many inquiries come in, but I cannot convert them. Your team cannot convert them, you yourself cannot convert them, but you don't know what's wrong. So then there are so many moving parts. Is it my pricing issue? Is it my pricing issue, or is it my product issue? Is it my copywriting issue? Is this my branding issue? Is this my, conversion issue? Then what we do is that usually we fix the wrong moving part because we don't know what is happening. We fix, then probably it's the pricing, maybe lower it. Then lower already, still low conversions. Is it the branding part? Don't know. So the low conversion part, reaching the right people, is because of this one, mostly down to the messaging, the copywriting, the words that we use, the messaging part, and also the offers. That's why when we first start the coaching, usually the first thing is that who is your ideal client? Because this one, why this is happening is because majority of people, they try to aim for everyone. You try to aim for everyone. When you try to aim for everyone, then your messaging become very diluted, and when you become diluted, you don't reach the right people.
Demographic.
I also have the same mistakes last time. So what to do actually is that, I know you have a few category of people, but one category of people, one message, one marketing. Second group of people, let's say for example, manufacturing is one message. Retail is one message.
Different campaign, right?
Different campaign. Yeah, so different pages. And then this is what? Oh, chat, no predictability. No predictability because you over rely on referrals. And then what if, touch wood, it goes into winter seasons. So then people don't know what. I also faced this before because last time I only rely on Facebook ads only. I spent a lot of money on Facebook ads, and then what happened is the Facebook ads suddenly go very expensive. The algorithm changed, and I got affected. And then I don't know what to do because I only have a one-trick pony. I only have one channel, I only have one-trick pony, and then I got affected. And then don't have the big picture. We're gonna do about it. No time, and then the process is very messy and very ad hoc. No, very messy is because that you don't have the big picture and then you don't know how to SOP it. That's why the process is very messy. No time is because also the same thing. You don't have the big pictures, you don't have the SOP, so that you have no time. Because there are so many things to tackle, then people come and ask you, should I do this? Then the second person come and ask you, should I do this? And then you're stuck in the hamster wheel already. But I'm gonna ask my partner today in the afternoon session to share with you how we're going to systemize everything. How we systemize everything. And now every time we share now, she's very free right now, is it? Monitoring tools, okay, system, we can touch it a bit. This one maybe tomorrow. This one is tomorrow, but we're probably going to share a bit today. Competitive standout is this one. Competitive standout is number 1, messaging, your positioning. Number 2, positioning, messaging, and number 3, your volume of marketing is not enough. The volume of marketing is not enough. Volume of marketing means that the number of posts, the number of you appearing in front of your ideal clients is not enough. Most people think I post once a day, like seems like a lot, right? Actually, it's not enough.
That's all of us idea are practically B2B, right?
Yeah. Some he got B2B and B2C, B2B, but 3 of them are in one company. B2B, most of it is B2B.
So B2B messaging and the way that we communicate to them is very different from B2C.
Right.
So I think that's where a lot of this ways of marketing and everything is mainly for B2C.
Yeah.
The B2B is a very different strategy.
Yes.
Very different strategy. I think that's one of the key things where how do you get into it? Because B2B, the image is the most important.
Yeah.
Different business have different image.
Right.
Professional image, like if you're providing corporate advisory services, it's this kind of image. Accounting is kind of image.
Right.
If it's a different kind of business, different image. So
Yeah.
that is a
How do we play? What's the game plan for this? What's the game plan for this? And how do we monitor and how do we systemize this, right?
that's what B2C, but B2B is the main thing.
Okay, to answer your question now first. To answer your question, sir, B2B, I will share after that how we are going to do it. But actually, whether it's B2B or B2C, the principle is the same. It's just that the way to get their leads is different. One is probably come from email, one is come from LinkedIn, and B2C, you can go for Facebook ads and so. But majority of us is B2B here. What I find is that B2B, the sales cycle is quite long because the decision-making process, right? HR then have to go for general manager, then have to ask marketing manager, and then have to go to bosses, then after approval, and then all these things, the sales cycle is damn long, man. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So if you have cash flow to tahan, then there's nothing wrong with that. But the better way to actually go to this, because usually what I do right now is that I will involve both, even though the business is corporate advisory, training, accounting, and also, we need to have this part. Also, B2C means, let's say for example, Captain. Captain is certified. He does in-house coaching, training, and so. Corporate advisory also. So what we do actually is that we go for B2C, means that we have a program just to teach, train the managers or the HR, because they also have Facebook one. They also LinkedIn. LinkedIn not many have, but Facebook definitely have. So what we do is that we have a program just to target the specific person in the company. can be the bosses, it can be the HR, it can be the managers. For Captain, it's the managers and the bosses.
So you're saying that the targeted demographics,
Yeah.
what you call that, yeah, it's very crucial.
Yeah,
lah.
yeah. So some of them actually aim for HR. So I've purposely created a program just to teach HR or to do TNA or to do the bosses could be like leadership program for directors, leadership program for managers. So for accounting could be like accounting for beginners, accounting for the accountants, or accounting for the bosses in the layman term. Because I'm not, if you ask me to look at numbers, I will peng san, man. How I wish there are someone can have a very layman version to tell me exactly this is what you need to look at. I need
classes finance for non-finance.
So I only need to look at this indicator, then I'm okay already. So now how do I go from here to here is that if you aim for me, the finance for leaders or finance for directors and bosses, right? I already buy you, then I will pass it to the business to you.
Understand.
That's how it works.
Still individual.
Yeah. Because this one, the sales cycle is damn long, And then sometimes probably you do all the homework, right? You probably don't get one. They will tell you, sorry, our budget finished already.
So you're saying the funnel is still very important.
Yeah. The budget is
still the top funnel.
the budget is finished already, so you still cannot do anything. You do everything already, And they will tell you, sorry, next year. Sometimes you get a very big deal. Sometimes it's a betting game. But right now, if I have cash flow over here, then I can use this cash flow to sustain the business. And then I use this cash flow because I know I have people here. Right? I have people here, and then these people eventually will become my business. They will pass the whole business to me. For example, we have a certification program just for the managers, right? And then the managers attended already individually. After they attended individually, right? Then he will go back and talk to the boss. Hey, I think Captain Shine is not bad. Let's apply the whole coaching skills in the whole companies. So you get the whole B2B business. That's how it works. That's the strategy.
That's his model.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
One client, if they leave and join another place, then there's the new client you will
Right.
have to maintain. And also word of mouth,
Yeah.
Is this system able to leverage on referrals?
Yes. Yeah.
Because, I'm sure you all know the saying that it costs 10 times more
To acquire new customer.
new customer than to actually have a
Right.
customer.
Yeah.
For referrals. You can spend 200,000 on a mini poll.
Right.
You're the best.
Right.
Just need one word from someone who can tell someone else, hey, go to this person. No need to look around.
Yeah.
Much better than the 200,000 investment.
Yeah.
So, that's my experience.
Yeah. So
Because when you're doing services actually you don't have a tangible product. You have a phone, very simple. Whereas if it's services, it's you or your team or your
yeah.
so
How do we leverage on the referrals and at the same time gain new business, right?
that is where I've been for all this marketing, blah, 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 whereas when you have a product, it's a lot easier than service.
We're gonna share with you how we tackle that. We're gonna share with you how to tackle that.
Can I go to the toilet?
Yeah, it's no problem. No. We're gonna share with you how we tackle that actually. So answering the referral part. Referral is actually what Captain main source of business also. Referral, word of mouth and all these things. I think neither is I think Charlie also. Majority of the accounting is all referrals, I say. Retention, referrals, right?
No one will walk past and say, oh, okay, I will use you, but maybe because proximity, yes, they will do that, but other than that, if you're looking for customers, it's usually referral. I would say, I'm not going to say everyone, but I would say 50% is referral.
Yeah.
Even more.
Right.
And then balance is just, sometimes you put your Google ads up there,
Yeah.
you see that, fine.
So it means that your things is that referrals become the majority of the source, and then the new sales is a bonus become, right?
Sometimes referral is very tiring.
Yeah.
Very tiring because it depends on you. You have to be out there, out and about. young child, you kind of
build relationship, teh tarik.
Yeah, so that one becomes, it's a very tiring, no time.
Yeah. So it means that if you stop teh tarik, then the business, the relationship the relationship becomes shallow and shallow, and then how do you want to manage that, right? Yeah. So usually our take is that we want to make referral as a bonus, but we want to make the new clients as the new things. So that's actually what we do.
API.
That's actually what we do.
I think visibility is one of the things that we new companies that want to
Closing the sales, with how to increase the visibility and then how to close the sales, right? Okay. I'm going to explain the whole process first, and then I'm going to show you some examples, and then you can ask questions along the way because we're going to solve all this on the spot. So this is actually how all the business start, whether it's B2C, B2B, whether it's all the same way, which is number one, we have our ideal clients, right? Here. Okay? Your ideal clients is SME managers and the leaders, SMEs, or you have particular industry. Huh? Or corporates, okay. You have any? Service businesses, service training, manufacturing, okay. So your side? SMEs. And then Eugene's? Mid to large corporation. Yeah, so have different ideal clients, right? So we're going to draw out the whole process first, and then we're going to go deep one by one. So this is our ideal clients. Okay? So why a lot of people not getting this and then cannot close the sales is because my experience, we screw up on this part. The messaging is too diluted. The messaging is like, maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for me, maybe it's for them. So then people, they will hesitate. So that's the problem, right? So that's why the first sessions we do is that who is your ideal clients, and we nail down that part. But we can have a few ideal clients one, ideal clients two. So we have one messaging for this, one messaging today. We have program for this, we have program for that. So it's targeted. Then usually the next thing actually is that they will notice you. So some of you are doing Facebook ads, some of you doing Google ads. Other than that, some of you posting content. One of them is referral, right? Word of mouth, referral, right? What else? You have Google here, you have Facebook here, IG is here, LinkedIn. Some of them post content, some of them do TikTok, social media and everything, right? So it's all the channels here, right? Some of them actually have database, email database, and then they do email. So these are ways actually we get visibility, right? Yeah, it's just that for B2B and B2C, which one is better only, that's it. Then usually for your current business, when this is your ideal clients, mid to large company or corporates or SME or manufacturing, so usually it's either one of these way. You go to networking, you go to, there's one more networking also. Exhibitions, networking, the face-to-face one. The face-to-face one. Networking. Exhibition. So my question to everyone right now is that whichever channels that you're in right now, so then the next thing actually is what? So they will WhatsApp you, or they will fill up the forms in the website, or what do they do?
Just to put a landing page.
So okay, landing page. Then for captains, usually?
For example, if it's coming from website, then they inquire to website.
All right, so we have website.
They inquire to website, if exhibitions and all that, they fill up forms.
They fill up they go to the website and fill out forms also.
No, we give them in an exhibition booth. We have got QR codes where they scan and then they tell us what they want.
Okay. So and then anyone WhatsApp? WhatsApp 通常是 WhatsApp So WhatsApp? Emails. They email you, right? They email you. WhatsApp, Messenger, and all these things, right? So let's say when Arista is messaging me yesterday, he saw my post and then he messaged me and then he come today. So email and then WhatsApp, Messenger, what else? Anything? So these are the things, right? Correct? So they fill the forms and then you have inquiries over here already. So these are ideal clients. These are your inquiries already. Later we go in details how to solve this, but I need to demo this first. So once you inquiry, then what next? You have appointments. Appointments, correct? Appointment usually you do what? Some of them do Zoom. Some of them meeting face to face. Some of them direct and all these things is all here. Correct? Anything I miss out? So there's one more also which is later I share. So then after that appointments, and then after appointments is where actually you convert them into clients. Anything I miss out? Right? This is the usual process, right? Right? You meet up face to face and then you propose the training proposals, and then you do the in-house, you do the coaching, they come for the training and then become a sales, correct? Okay, now, why there's this issue over here? Why this issue here, right? First thing, to increase the visibility, how do you want to stand out? Is we have to increase the visibility over here first. We have to increase the effort here. Means that either you do more Facebook ads, either you do more LinkedIn posts, you do more posting. Referral you cannot control. Referral we cannot control, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So whatever we can control is that, can I do more content? Can I do more advertisings? Can I generate more leads from here? So this is actually what we can control.
Maybe my view is referrals you can in a way control by asking.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Means you go to someone, hey, you help me.
Yeah.
People sometimes a bit you join BNI, right? You have to kind of
Oh, BNI also. BNI is here.
BNI is a referral network, right?
Actually, yeah, it's a referral, and then of course, whether there's referral with rewards, referral without reward.
Yeah.
That's you. Me, I think.
Yeah. Same thing. Is how do we increase the effort here so that it's either you attend more BNI, you attend more networking, you ask more. That's one way. Then the second way is how do I post more? How do I create more content and so? Then how do I run more ads? So you run more ads, then you need to spend budget. If you create more content, then I have to create more topics, right? So where people stuck right here is that I don't know how to run Facebook ads. Or run Facebook ads, but it doesn't work. But we're going to go in detail after this. The second issue is that some people are introvert like me. You want to ask me to go for networking, you kill me. You will kill me. You will drain my energy. So there's another issue. There's another thing. The third thing actually is that when it comes to creating topic, I don't know how to create. I don't know how to create. So what's the topic I need to do? Because these are the activities, right? So okay, then the end objective is how do I get more sales, stand out, whichever way is it. The end objective is here. So the first thing actually is that we need to increase the activity here also. First thing. Okay, but we're going to go into details, B2B, B2C. Then after that, when you have this, then you have inquiries coming in already. Inquiries coming in, then usually is that the other issue here is that the issue here, after I got the email, I got WhatsApp, and I got everything, right? The issue here is that, where is the thing, Surya? I have low conversions. People don't turn up for the appointments. They don't turn up for the appointments. So that's the issues here. Or they turn up the appointments, but actually they cannot convert. So that's another issue. So we have to do something here. We have to do something here, and we also have to do something here to actually increase the appointment turn up rate and also increase the closing. Yeah, I can. We increase the rate, we have to increase the turn up rate. Now, how to increase the turn rate, how to increase the rate is actually what I'm going to discuss later. Okay, so they don't have the appointments. If you don't have the appointments, you have lower sales. You turn out appointments, but actually they have no confidence in you, they don't sign up. They don't enroll. So that's actually the major issue that I see. Whichever country that I help, they all have the same issue. They all have the same issue. Okay, so now let's tackle one by one. Usually what we do, this is the whole process, right? We have a step-by-step to do. We have a step-by-step. My question now is that, before I go for the step-by-step, my question now is that, should we, the traffic here is more important, should we do this first, or should we have a solid conversion process first? This is all conversion process.
Again, sorry. Should we what?
Wait, conversion process. My question is, which one is more important? Which one you want to do first?
I think the conversion process has to be
Should we do this,
script first up.
or should we? Which one come first? Actually, eventually, everything is important. My question now is that this come first, or this come first? Conversions. Conversion process. Lagi? Visibility, Okay, Cheng. Conversions first. So Cheng is conversions, Captain is visibility, and most of them are right. Everything have to do, right? Yeah, but we have to start somewhere, correct? So which one to start first? So majority of conversions, and then some say visibility. Our experience, I've been through that. I spent a lot of money here. And then all are leaking one. All leak out already.
Start the business without having the right process.
All leak out already means that I actually spent a lot of money here. I did get a lot of leads, but eventually the conversion is damn low, man, here. And the reason why is because they have no confidence, that we don't have a proper system, nurturing system in place, and then they go to find other people's. But pricing is not the important part, actually. Because pricing is not the main thing, because if you manage to build this well, even though your pricing is slightly higher than your competitors, they will still buy one. It's the branding part. It's the branding. Eventually it's the branding part.
Message, your conversion, your files, your payment method.
Yeah. So my experience is that we have to fix this first. Then only we increase this part. But at the same time, you still have to do this, right? Networking. But the key thing is that, probably we put here 80%, 70% efforts to fix this part first, optimize this part first, then only we go to here. So this one is probably a 20%, 30% first. Because if you focus on here, your time is all here already, creating content, creating Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, videos and everything, right? All your time is here, and then by the time you get some leads, and then when they come in, how come actually they don't sign up? How come they don't sign up? All right, so that's why they leak out here, they leak out here, they leak out here, they leak out here, and then eventually you don't get the sales that you want. And then you start wondering why. Is it my pricing issue? Is it my program issue? Is it my messaging issue? Is it my other issue? Then you start to fix here, you start to fix here. Maybe I should try email. Maybe I should do better Facebook ads. Maybe I should do better LinkedIn ads. You fix here, and then actually eventually it's all leaking here. That's my experience. So eventually now what we do is that fix this part first, then we go here. So what to fix here? What to fix here? So we're going to go step by step right now. Step one, usually the most important one is we have to know who is our ideal clients first. Step one, who is our ideal clients? Okay, usually we start from problems. We start from problem first, then only we tackle the rest. What's the problems they are facing? What's the solutions that you have? So we start from here. Okay, so what's the problem what's the solutions? It could be your products, it could be your service, it could be combinations, doesn't matter but solution is the things. Okay, So you have a solution already, you have a programs already, right? You have leadership coachings, you have in-house training, you have everything, you have corporate advisories, and then we have this already. So now, from here, we reverse engineer and see who are the people that can, that are best can, yeah. Means that we reverse engineer, you have your programs already, right? So, your program suitable for who? Yeah, mid to large company for Eugene's, corporates, managers, leaders, SMEs. Hers one is service, manufacturing trainings, taxations. That's a niche. So we find out from here who is the best person that we can help. So usually you probably have a few candidates here. You have a few candidates here. One. Okay, you have a few candidates. So how do we get the right people? Is that once we know that these people can afford, the key thing here is that whether they can afford or not. I know many people need, but my experience I kena kau is that can they afford lah?
Buying power.
Because I make a mistake before, I try to aim for people who cannot afford. Even though my program is good. But I aim for people who cannot afford. And I stick there for many years until I have enough evidence to say I'm actually in the wrong target audience. So first thing actually is that number one, whether they can afford. Number two is that people who have the problems, right? Then you list down first. Yeah, for Captain Shan is we nail down into managers, middle management, and also top management, right? Yeah, so these are your ideal clients. So you ask me, hey, if I niche now, will I lose more business? Actually, when you niche now, you have more business, because you are specialized. You're more focused. I've tested it already. When you are specialized, you have more business. Because people have the money, they rather pay for someone who are good at that niche, that particular methods and so. They will rather.
Just share. The problem with some people is they have plenty of money. They are very stingy. They don't want to take out the money from the pocket.
Yeah.
Why they are become so successful? Because
yes, I get it.
So then, invariably, you always want to get something free, something half price.
But there's not something we can do, right? Yeah.
Then buy another customer.
You know that they have plenty of money, they have resources, whatever.
Right.
You want to
How to get their business right?
business,
How to get their business right?
That one wrong customer already.
that's a bit more tricky.
Yeah.
How to get the business right is
Problem.
No, and
Solution.
Another thing is a lot of Western and Asian culture. Western culture, they don't mind your professional, they pay you.
yeah.
You know, Asian culture is cheap, blah blah blah, discount.
平靚正啦，係 that one.
Offset is something
該
else.
P 該似個ตัว叻
I want 平靚正 I want cheap, good.
and big.
So,
Okay.
some of the more advanced.
Yeah. So usually
Can I market?
we have people like that. Yeah, we have people like that, and so the fundamentals actually is to look for their problem first, because the problem, and then we have to look for the problems that is big enough that they cannot solve it on their own. One. It means that they have to invest one. So is the problem big enough or not? If the problem is that I can tahan a little bit, right? I can tahan a little bit, then probably they won't invest. Probably then that's a key. I give you examples for downstairs, which is Bali Green. We are a supplements company. Our supplement is a superfood. That whether you stomach ache, whether you have gastric, whether you have, skin issues, you can take that. It's a superfood. The challenge right now is that we try to aim for everyone. Before I come in, we try to aim for everyone, and then the conversion is so, the ROI is so and so. So the thing now is that we niche now. We only aim for people who have cancer.
Okay.
And we actually reduce the rest. We only look for people who have cancers, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and all these things. This one they cannot.
How long it took you guys to find that demographic?
1 to 2 months only actually, very fast only. Because we already list down who can be helped. Then we find out who had the biggest pain point. Yeah, those stomach ache one, those gastric one, I can tahan, right? I don't have money, I tahan. I have money then. No, those separate. But when you have cancer, it's a different story.
So your point here is to really find the right demographic customer that is desperate in your service.
Yeah, and they cannot solve it on their own. Taxation, I know cannot solve because you ask me to tax, I cannot. So she has the main pain point already that most people cannot solve it on their own. Unless even though they are accounting themselves, they also don't have time to do that. So the question now is that how she can stand out. So her problem is a bit different. Our problem is this. We can help so many people, right? Supervisor we also can help, manager also can help, bosses also we can help, right? But who are the problems that we're going to solve it? The people management issues. Yeah, the strategy issue probably they can attend courses and then can figure out themselves. Some of them who are passionate in personal development, they will invest. But majority of them, they will just keep the money and then I'll read some books and then do that. But when it comes to people management, when it comes to cancer, they cannot solve it on their own. So the problems, tackle that problem, find out who is the problem first versus the people that want to help, then you will get the people who are willing to pay. Now, after you identify the problems already, you will have two groups of people. One group of people is like what Eugene said just now. I don't want to invest. I want Peng Leng Zhang. I want something cheap, I want something good. You have two groups of people here. And then the other group of people is that I cannot take it anymore. I cannot solve it myself. I have the money, but I cannot take it anymore. You want to help this group of people. The first group of people who have the money, but they want to save, right? There's nothing that you can only influence them, but they probably will buy or won't buy at the end. It depends on relationship building. They probably see you enough, and then one day, probably 1 year later or 2 years later, suddenly they got some incidents that they need help, then they will find you. That one is only a big case like that. I have people like in my email list for how many years? At least 2 to 3 years already. Never reply me. She's from US. And then suddenly I change my messagings. I have one messages. I come up one email, I talk about automation or this thing. And then she has that problems. She also have lack of customer issues. She also have the issues, but she's sitting here, try here a little bit. She still can survive lah. But when you talk about the other problems big problem they have, then she buy. It's 10K US dollars. Just like that. We never met. It's just from one email, that's it. So this group of people, we cannot do anything. Yeah, we can do something by just keeping relationship with them, but we can only influence them, but we cannot like systematically convert them. That's my take. But this group of people, you can systematically convert them.
So the one that willing to pay is our right target demographic.
Yeah, this one you have to fit this first.
Or can they afford first?
You have to fit this first. The first criteria. We better do business with people who have money rather than people who don't have money. People who don't have money, they will ask for discount. They will look for comparisons. They will compare you. They will look for cheap solutions. But if they can afford, we know they can afford, then the next thing is
test them usually that they can afford.
One thing is actually by positions, by industries. Let's say if you're in this business, I know your margin is high. For example, clinics, beauty industries, these are high margins. I know they have money one. But whether they want to invest or don't invest, there's another issue. These two will grow people. So one thing is by industry. The second thing is actually by positions. If let's say they are working in the companies, if they are supervisor compared to the managers and general manager, we know what's the income level. So you want to aim for supervisor or you want to aim for the managers? Of course, things are very obvious. Right? The other thing is the bosses. Bosses no need to say already. So we aim for them. That's why these are the things we brainstorm first. Before you go for this, You go for this, you spend money, you spend the time, and then end up people who cannot afford one. Wow, I gone through that. It's a very painful lesson for me. It's a very painful lesson for me.
Sometimes, this affording thing, if people see that the real need for it, even they cannot afford, they will make it, they will borrow, they will
Yeah.
do whatever they do.
Yeah.
So,
I have many case studies. People borrow money just to give me. But this,
cars at the house, whatever it is,
Ah.
it's important.
Yeah, I've seen people like that before.
they burn the boat.
Sometimes the affordability thing to assess whether they really want it, whether they want it deeply enough. Sometimes people with plenty of money,
Depends on your
money
business
important, so
promotion.
they don't bother.
Yeah.
So if they're not passionate about it, if they're passionate about it, they will do all whatever it is.
They will burn the boat. I have many case studies just to borrow money to start with. And then eventually they make back all the money and then they are having a good life right now. I have so many cases like that. I also like that. I was an employee for 10 years. Zero saving, Wow. I worked in the factory for 5 years, in Bidor for 5 years in the factory. Bidor is a small town, so salary is only about 2,000 plus, that's it. But no personal development. So there's no saving also. So I come to KL just to learn about sales and marketing. And I have to start from zero because I work in the management training. So it's a big jump, so I start from 2,000 in KL. I start from 2,000 in KL and then still zero savings for another 5 years, but I become good in marketing and sales. And then I use my credit card to attend all the courses. So do you have people like this? So the key thing actually is they find the problems that they really cannot solve it on their own. This is the key. The supplement business, we find the cancer clients because they don't know what to do anymore, except for chemo. So we find them. And then we also find the high blood pressures, high blood sugars, high cholesterol. This one is very hard for them unless they are very disciplined. They change their diet entirely, but it's very hard for them. So we aim for these people. And our sales goes up. You will see case study after this. So these are the things. People management is of course the big issue already. So then for our side, marketing and sales is growing the business, getting more leads, marketing and so, and whatever the list that we saw, system, tools, everything just now. So these are the things. So once you have this, it's all here. This part, it's all here. Right? So this is all brainstorming only. Write, keep writing, write until you find. Sometimes if you don't have proper guidance, you probably a little bit confused. I have probably 2 to 3 candidates, ideal clients. Which one should I go first? So you test everyone.
That's every category.
Yeah, separately.
Different campaign.
Different message, different landing page, different messaging, different ads, different content. You test them. But we have to start somewhere, right? So we start from this one first. Probably give them a month. We collect data and see. Then we go to this one. We will do A/B test. If you have capacity, resources, we do both together. We have capacity lah. If you don't have capacity, then we start from one. Then the second month go for this, third month go for this. Then we compare. Then we go back. If let's say this one is the best, then we go to pick this one. Then we conquer the whole category first. Means that let's say for example manufacturing, right? Yeah, manufacturing is easy to find. I go to Google Maps, I can find all the manufacturer already, no? I go and approach them. I go and organize a session, a webinar session just for the manufacturer, and then I just conquer all the manufacturing first. After I conquer like almost there already, 80% already, then I start a new one. Or you can do both at the same time. So this is one way to stand out for her, for ourselves also. It's one way to stand out. So let's say we can find companies who have many people, trading companies, those warehouse trading company. That's one way. We have to manage so many people. Second is MNC, of course, the banking and all these things is another one. So there's another way. Last time when I worked in corporate training, we are in corporate image training, you know. When corporate image training said, the way you dress. My boss last time, we sapu all the bank. We sapu all the banks. And then eventually all the BMW, car dealers, and then all these things, right? Because they need it, right? So we aim for this. The problems that we aim for is for this. So you always come back to this. So once you have this already, the next thing is, how do I turn this into a proper messaging? You can call it copywritings.
Similar system.
Messagings.
All those bot, is it advisable?
What's that?
All those, currently there's no bot, right? Like running the Autobots.
Or the chatbot and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the tools. That one, tools will come later. You can use it. But if the messaging is off, even whatever chatbot or AI that you use, it's very hard for you to convert. Because these people, you want to get the attention, right? You want to get the attentions, right? The first thing actually is the messaging. So messaging come from where? Come from here. Come from here. Are you having issues? Are you have a team of people in your company right now, but you don't know how to manage them and improve their performance? Are you running a business right now and you only rely on word of mouth and networking events, and then you don't have predictabilities? Do you want to have predictabilities and want to increase your number of leads and visibilities and so on? Problems. Text is that. Are you receiving letter from LHDN and then you don't know how to solve it? Or your accounting is very messy. Do you have a proper system to do that? Problems for her. So for your side is corporate advisory or employee benefits. Is that employee benefits is employee benefits usually is when it comes to sickness, wellness issue, right? Do you have a plan for them? So it will help you to increase your employee retentions, and then so these are the problems.
Is this messaging about posting or email or
Everything.
so the messaging itself, we must start with the problem statement.
Huh.
Captain.
There are a few ways to do the copywriting, but problems is there already. The challenges.
Copywriting can sometimes can ask from ChatGPT, right? All these stuff.
Yeah. So there's an AI to do it, but learn the fundamental first.
This is a framework.
Learn the fundamental first. Then you can use whatever ChatGPT to help you to come out this and then to do this. So the messaging first. So this messaging goes where? Your Facebook ads, your Google ads, your TikTok content, your video content, your LinkedIn content, your email content. So yeah, your website, it's all here.
A lot of messaging. You take it from the best in class. Asia is not original. Grab is not original. You copy from Asia from Virgin.
Yeah.
Grab from Google. So actually it's
Get from?
Google.
Oh, okay.
So actually it's, anything that you see here is actually not original. It's all copied from the US. You want to look for trends, go to the US. Depending on what you're doing, generally you're trying to be something that pays off. Yeah, like film now, so to speak. Meaning, US is the place to do. I think you, so actually when you see a lot of it, you follow someone, you follow an icon in the industry, you won't go wrong.
Yeah. The issue, the issue that I see very often is that sometimes it's not aligned with your service or programs that you do. You have different niches, and then cultural things, the niche things, the program things, the industry things is a little bit different. And then the words we usually use is copy, modify, and codify it means that we copy it, we modify it, and then it become ours. So the main thing that I see here often is that I also copy from other people many times. But sometimes something is off sometimes, which is the alignment with your values, with your audience, with whatever you want to do, something is not aligned. That's actually where this mess up. So this part is actually more on, copy, modify, codify, and it's also a bit about experience here. You fail enough to find out this one doesn't, the conversion rate, if you use this messaging, the conversion rate is not that high. If you use this, the conversion is not that high. If you use this messaging is high. So it's a bit trial and error here. So my experience, including myself, is that this part. And then, because they don't have proper guidance, and they try to aim for everyone, right? The messaging become pasar malam messaging. Instead of Apple, they become pasar malam. Instead of LV. I have actually.
Oh yeah.
No, I have. So usually when I do coaching with them, the first session is that we find out what's the messaging first. That's why the first session is that who is your ideal client, what you want to do help them. Because if you nail down this part, people will come to you. Because you are so specific. Yeah, so like I say, this one actually troubles, including myself, many times, man. Yeah, many times, man. You try to aim for everyone, and then the messaging is off. So how actually going to come up with the messaging? Usually it's still this. We have to find out who is your ideal client, what's the solution first, and then we roughly know who's your ideal clients, and then we can start with one or two, and then we list out the problems. We could do exercise probably later or tomorrow in details, where we use ChatGPT to come out with this. Last time we do also, we use ChatGPT. Right? I keep asking you questions. Is this you? Is this you or not? Is this sentence describe you or not? So we do many times until this is a sentence that describes them. The words, the whole paragraph is exactly describe what they do. Then you become the messaging. So then we turn this messaging to where? That's step 2. This is step 2. Is this step 1? This one I'll keep it here first. This messaging here, we turn it into step 2. I get the big picture first, and then probably later in the afternoon or then tomorrow we go into details. Step 2, we turn the messaging into our online and offline materials. For examples, your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook profile, your website, your brochures, all these, we turn the messaging that we nailed down just now, we turn it into all the materials. Yeah. Right?
Matches.
What's that? Matches? Yeah. Matches. Right. So whatever your company profile, your website, your landing page, your social media, your tagline, the LinkedIn tagline, right? The Facebook tagline, what you do in one sentence. Later I'll show examples. So then from here, we turn everything into here. So this includes your website, your social media, tagline, banner. This is where Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever things are. What else? TikTok, X, Twitter, all the social media there. You have a tagline. Usually the messaging here, we have one sentence tagline, right? For Captain, I think it's we provide coaching skills and facilitation skills to help managers to manage their team and increase the performance or something in that line. Right? So then we turn this into social media. We have the tagline here. Then the website, we actually use this messaging to here. This one we can use a little bit ChatGPT to help. And then what else? Your brochures, flyers. Flyers, brochures. And then what else? Your name card. Your name card. Your name card. Right? Your name card. So messaging, if you had, he attended Tony Robbins before. So Tony Robbins usually will have question to ask you. What business are you in? There are two questions Tony Robbins usually asks. What business are you in? What business are you in? Yeah. What business are you in? People business. Yeah. What business are you in? Tax business. For people business, right? So what business are you in? People business. What business are you in? Employee benefits.
Services for employees.
Services for employees. What business are you in?
Business transformation.
Business transformations. Yeah, so that's usually the first question Tony Robbins will ask. The second question Tony Robbins will ask, what business are you really in?
So I'm the training business, but what business I'm really in is the business transformation training.
Almost there. What business are you really in? You tie to this messaging. What business are you really in? I'm in the training business. I'm a people training business. I'm a employees for services, service for employee businesses. I'm a accounting and ComSec, the taxation business. Yeah, but what business are you really in?
So if I say I am in people business and what business I'm really in is leadership transformation business.
Yeah, I help leaders to transform their managers, or I help company to transform the leaders. I help company to transform the leaders by providing them the coaching skill and facilitating skill. This is the business that you're really in. You're not in training business. You're in that business. But if you talk in that way, you are more than just training already. You have trainings, you have consultings, you have probably tech. You probably come out something software just to help the leaders, and then you have other solution business. So if you
The value proposition.
if you answer that, what relating business, you're no longer a training business. Because if you are fix yourself in training business, that's only what you can do. That's it. And then there's your growth. You can see at the end already, towards the end, what's your growth already? Yeah, I train until I retire. I train until I cannot stand anymore. That's it. That's it. I have one trainer's leadership trainer. He's from Kedah, Doctor something. So he's come to me and say, I'm getting old already, but I cannot travel here and there already. His business is so good. He got invited to Dubai, UK, to do all this leadership training and fly here over Malaysia, but he cannot. This one circuit. So he cannot fly quite often anymore. So it's one look, I see the end already. But if I answer the questions, what business I'm really in, then I know that I have so much possibility right now. Can I create something can I create an AI tool just to help the leaders? I'm still helping the leaders I'm still helping the company to transform the leaders. Right, for me, I'm in the sales and marketing business. But what business am I really in is that I help companies to improve, systemize, and automate their sales and marketing process. So I need to provide trainings like this. I need to do coachings. And at the same time, I'm actually creating tools, AI tools, to help people hire better employees, sales and marketing employees. I have tools to actually filter and screening the candidates, right? Whether they are the bad apples or right apples or not. I have tools actually to help them with the copywritings. So I'm in the business really.
Your selling system.
I'm more than just a training business. That's the Tony Robbins business mastery. So this one's easy, but I'm going to show you an example after this, right? So now, there's one important element here. So we are here already. So how do I come out website, landing page? Oh, there's one landing page also. Anyone don't know what is landing page? I call it a marketing website. Anyone don't know? Anyone don't know what's the landing page?
I think I need further clarification. What
Right.
exactly landing page?
Right, so there's a website and then there's a landing page, right? It's also a website, right? Website is whatever website that you have right now, which is the corporate website. Usually I call it, this one is corporate website. This one I call it as a marketing website. Yeah, so in technical term we call it landing page. So if you use corporate website, marketing website, it's very easy to differentiate. Corporate website is for branding purposes. Like whatever you have right now is all corporate website. Marketing website is a one-page website just to talk to one person only, that's it. The landing page. You have multiple marketing website, web page over here. Different product, different program, different landing page. So it's a one specific page. It's a web page on the website. It's a one specific web page, one specific website, just to talk to one specific ideal client or one specific problem. That's the difference. So when we want to do targeted, you want to get these people, right? Yeah, I have one page just to talk to manufacturing. I have one page just to talk to retails. I have one page just to talk to, I don't know, trading companies. And then whenever I do advertising, I use this page to aim for training companies. And then when I want to do advertisings or whatever networking events, I use this page to send to bad people because I know he is in manufacturing. Everything that I write here is specifically just to talk about his problem. Because manufacturing problem and retail problem could be different.
So this landing page, can it be searched from the website or it is a dedicated link?
It can be searched from website. It's just how we link, that's it. I'll show you an example how I link mine. So if from your corporate website, right, there's a many sub-branch, right? Yeah, there's one branch and link to, it will jump to a new page, which is only one page just to talk to them, that's it.
Those because there are some landing page like it's one full long page,
Yeah.
actually a lot of buttons,
Yeah.
and not that kind of landing page.
That one, so here actually, here actually, if I want to go into details, one is called sales page,
Like ClickFunnels, all those
sales page.
ClickFunnels is one of the very popular landing pages.
That one is the one that you see, buy now, sign up now.
Very long.
That one is sales page. Yeah, sales page. It's still called a landing page. It's just sales landing page or marketing.
What software you propose to use?
ClickFunnels is okay. High level is okay.
Which is the most affordable one? More or less same one.
Malaysia also got, but I have it.
Oh, you have it also?
I have it also.
I think so. You have it.
I have it also. I partner with the US company and then I make it for my people.
You customize it.
Customize it and I give it for people to use it for free. Unless they want to use the automation, then they come and pay. WhatsApp automation, everything, they come and pay. But other than that, I let them use for free. And there's a strategy behind also. I'll share with you after this. So the messaging is here. So what people mess up is that they mess up the messaging. The words they use is not aligned. They copy for the sake of copy, and then it doesn't align with your services or products. It doesn't align with your values and everything because copy, right? And then some people is that they don't know what to write. They don't know what to start. I know I need to fix this, but am I doing it right or not? Don't know. There's no guidance there. But there's a formula here. We're going to go in details. So then that's how it works. Then once you go here, right, there's a formula to do the landing page also. So usually it's, later we go details, but the formula is, yeah, 5H, 1W. That's the formula I use until now. I'll show you some example of this. So that's step 2. Now there's one element here. So we are here already. Right? All the messaging here is read. So when they watch the messaging, when they read your messaging, because we mentioned about challenges, problems, right? Then they will start to read and they will start to fit in themselves. How come you know my problem? Because you clearly written down my problems in your messaging, in your ads, in your website, in your landing page, everything. Then they will start to read, wow, you're talking about me, you know. You're talking about me, you know. You got my attention already. Oh, you got my attention already. Okay? So then, you got my attention now already. I fill in the emails, WhatsApp and everything, right? So I do that. You got my attention right now. So now, got your attention is one thing lah, but whether it can become sales is another thing. Then we talk about this after this. Okay? So right now is that so the messaging is to get their attention. So you want to stand out, start from messaging. You want to stand out, start from messaging, start from one specific ideal client, stand out immediately. But because majority are not copywriters, they are not marketers, they are service providers, they are good in whatever in the service, but when it comes to this, they are not good at that. So when they're trying to do this themselves, something is off. Unless they go and attend courses, unless they go and, they invest a lot in personal development, business development, they go and find. But majority, I also encounter this problem when I start myself, is all the messaging is off. Either I change my message to aim for everyone, either I didn't talk about their problems, if something is just off somewhere. So this is here. Now, we are here. The important part is, here after I got your email already, I got your WhatsApp already, right? There's no sales, or there's very low sales. The conversion is very low. What's the issues here? This is the issues. This is the issue here. The fundamentals of everything here, the issue is these issues.
Trust.
That's the fundamentals. Yeah, it's a big words, right? It's a big words.
So the conversion is depending on the trust level.
Yeah, that's it. That's the most fundamentals.
So it doesn't make, it really take time to build that trust.
Yeah. But we can systematically game it. We can systematically game it, but of course it takes time lah. We can shorten it by systematically game it. Depends on the people. Some people will take longer time, some people will take shorter time. Because you hit me at the right time, at the right point, with the right message, I'll buy. Timing is also very important. But even though the timing is important, if you don't have this, then nothing to talk. Why should I enroll in your certification program? Why should I get you because there's so many coaches out there who can do trainings, who can do certification. Why should I choose you? You have to answer these questions. So to answer these questions, why, right? It's all about this. So now, how do we systematically create this? This is the most important chart ever. This is the most important chart ever. You have 10%. You probably have 50%. You probably have 80% here. All right. So how do we game this? We talk about here. Because here, if you don't understand this part, everything here is all. That's why you say they ghosted you on your appointments. They say yes, but they don't turn out, and then they meet you already. They don't convert into that. So this is the reason why is because they don't have confidence in you, and the reason why they don't have confidence in you because they don't have trust. They don't trust your service. They don't see enough evidence yet. There are no evidence to show them. There's no evidence, proof, materials that can convince them you are the right persons. So, how do we systematically game it? I have examples, but I'm going to show you I'm going to talk about all these in general first. Let me go through one by one. Trust, the element that I use is all about showing face. Showing face, number one. Showing face where? Your website, your social medias, your content. That's one important element, showing face.
When you say that, you actually mean face.
Yeah, no robot. Showing face. That's
Showing face, like for example, right? If I don't want to, like Team Coach International, my organization, we don't want, I just don't want to brand myself.
yeah.
I want to brand the company. Right?
Yes. How to do, right?
Then how to show face?
You still have to show your face because you are the founders of the companies.
To show the team.
So usually usually we have this one we talk about personal branding already. Branding. So when we want to increase the visibility out there, right? There are two branding we need to do. One is personal branding, one is called corporate branding. What you aim for just now is corporate branding.
I want to shift from personal branding. I don't want the company to be known as Chan. I want to.
You want to do both at the same time. You cannot have one. Because right now, your company is not the only company who can do training and coaching and certifications. So the next question they will ask, why should I choose your company? Yeah, your company have all these certifications, big client lists and all these things, right? They also have. So it's even already. So then the next question is that, yeah, I know your company is credible. I know you have 25 years, you have all these client lists, right? So what's the next question usually they ask? Do I like you?
Do I like you?
So that's become personal branding already.
Especially the trainer.
Yeah. Founders, trainers, they have to like you first. So now it's not that I like the company first, I like you first, then I find out more about your companies.
That is in his training business.
Whatever business actually, we need to have both. She do a lot of videos. 哇，我最近没有做了啊。She actually did. You can add her Facebook lah. You can add her Facebook after this She
Without ads
without ads.
Without the landing page, without.
So one of the ways is here the content. She use this Reels short videos
Short videos
Facebook, IG. She use this
Straight away you ask them what
Content.
Yes.
She use content.
This is your content, what you do, let's say
She does a lot of short videos
52 videos I have done 1 year, every week once video.
See?
But now I want to start like maybe every day I see how to.
Then we systemize it. That's
52 video you make, how many weeks you have?
1 year.
Oh, 1 year you make the 52 videos.
Every week once I produce one, I cut myself.
So how many weeks do you have this 52 video?
Sorry?
How many weeks do you have?
I
Roughly lah.
think at least 30.
30 weeks
Oh.
Wow, we are doing it.
without spending anything.
No, I don't use apps, I don't use any money.
Organic growth lah.
Slowly do.
So like I say, you want to get more ideal clients. The messaging is very important,
Many people WhatsApp.
but you want to increase the
I'm not really
increase the volume here. So her method is content. Last time my method is Facebook ads because I'm lazy. I a lot of excuse for myself. But another reason is I'm not that mature in business yet. I don't see the big picture yet. I'm not that mature yet. So yeah, and I work in a company for 10 years, employee for 10 years, even though zero savings. And then I started a business part-time. And then I make good money from there. And I thought that is the way to run business. I'm not that mature yet. So eventually I only rely on this. I didn't do this. I did rely on a lot of this. And then I spent a lot of money. Yeah, I got a lot of leads. I got a lot of sales as well. But things change, algorithm change, their platform change, and I got affected. Not just me, actually everyone also affected.
So how to counter in the long run if algorithm change?
You don't rely on one platform.
Oh, you don't rely on algorithm.
You don't rely on one platform.
You don't rely on what algorithm?
One platform.
One platform. Sorry.
You don't rely on one platform.
You have to diversify your lead generation.
Yeah. But we have to start somewhere first. But the most important thing is that whether you want to go for ads or don't want to go to ads, your content is still a must already. Your content is a must already. And the,
Maximum content per week, per month, or
at least once a day.
every day.
At least once a day. At least once a day.
Oh, we can plan, right, for the whole 30 days.
But we can plan for the whole 30 days.
Then we can reduce software to every day.
We can schedule it upfront. We can plan the topic one in advance. But the fundamental is that we talk about trust, ma. So the trust actually is about, one thing is showing faces. And we talk about personal branding and company branding, you asked just now. And my answer to you is that we need to do both. Because right now is that I have to like you first. Then only I will Google your company. Last time is, I can find the company, then I see who is the founder behind, trainer behind, then like that. But right now it's different already. I have to like you first. Yeah, even though I like you, but the confidence level is only 50%. Then where the 50% come in is that I will Google your company. No. I will Google your company page, LinkedIn page, Facebook page, social media page. I will Google that. That will be another 50%. Then just to justify for myself whether it's, are you trustable or not?
That's the process.
I like you is one thing. I trust you is another thing. I like you is one thing. I trust you is another thing. I like you is that.
Strategy to build that trust in a very short time.
Content.
Content.
That's it. Content. That's the fundamentals.
What's your view on brand ambassadors?
Also can.
Sorry?
Brand ambassadors.
Oh, brand ambassador.
Also can. Like for example, the supplement business, we actually have brand ambassadors. It's an added bonus. It's an added bonus because brand ambassador cannot be forever one. Usually there's a contract one. So it's one of the strategies to actually increase the trust. But once the contract ends, then you find the next one, right? But brand ambassador usually is a bonus to us. We just want to push it further only, that's it. But the fundamental is still down, it still come from content. Content from where? Content from your social medias, your videos, your written posts, your emails, your WhatsApp, all this content. It's come from there. So now if you understand this, the fundamental is trust. But where do I gain the trust? It's from content. And the content cannot be just simply do the content for the sake of content only, I have to show face. Same. So it's value-added content. It's value-added content combinations with your persons, your videos, your showing face. It's
like just a question popping up here. So when you do that video, is it like in the same settings or and random anyway?
Random anyway. Combinations of everything. This is one of the videos I'm taking.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut this.
So it could be like by the leg side, mana.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because they want to buy you. That's it. It doesn't matter. So let's say for example, sometimes you go for Thailand for holiday, and then you have something pop and then you shoot it and then put it aside. So people see that, you are not so rigid. You actually there's a fun side. There's a fun side of you. There's a family side of you. There's a family side of you. People want to see this, because I'm paying you and I need to make sure I like you first.
Likability is number one.
Yeah, likability. So I like you is one thing. I trust you is another thing. I like you is that I keep seeing your content. So I think there's one leads that go to her is that the leads like her voice. Like her voice.
Oh, like her voice. That's why you do the business.
Yeah, same thing for me. Yeah, there's so many people out there. I usually look for people. Hey, I usually listen to people, the voice is wow, so nice. I keep tuning in.
Another thing is when you have the potential customer, you send the link to them to get the trial. They see you consistently do the videos and then they got trust in you.
The consistent lah.
Consistency.
Get what link?
Send your link on Facebook.
So your video links, you post on videos, right? You post your videos on Facebook and social medias and YouTube, right? You send the link to the customer and say, hey, I just recorded a video of this. I just recorded videos about this. I think this will help your companies.
Sometimes I blast the video to my clients.
So you send to all the potential,
Yes.
those potential
Yes.
customers that has messaged you. You just follow up with all this day, your posting, your 10 minutes.
I wait for them to WhatsApp me.
And one day they take the order.
Questions?
Showing face, does it really tie to video or images?
Images, videos, everything.
Yes.
Banners, name card, everything that you do. So his name correct? You can also put a face there. You and his face together, Photoshop together. I have one reason to keep your name card. I have another reason just to keep your name card. But I don't use name card. Usually what I do right now is actually I have videos. I have videos. I create the videos and then I put it inside a WhatsApp, my handphone,
It is more effective.
and then whenever I meet someone new, I just send the videos. I think I sent you one video yesterday.
Yeah, Zoom.
No, not Zoom. Videos. When I messaged you yesterday.
Oh, yes, correct.
Introduction video.
Short video, that one.
We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about it after this. Maybe afternoon probably you can. Tomorrow is all here. System side and tool side. But this part I think afternoon we can. So this is the most important part.
LinkedIn is only for professional services. LinkedIn is very important.
Yeah, he's in on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, especially when you have your contacts are of
Yeah.
prominent people. Then I think
So there are popular platforms out there. One is Facebook, but it's getting older already. I don't really like it. But still people there. LinkedIn, YouTube, X. X is Twitter. Previously called Twitter. IG. So these are the main platforms that you can go for.
Big messaging everywhere.
Yeah. There's a tool actually we can schedule it to one at the same time. You have it actually, I'm going to give it to you anyway. So, so this is actually what you do. We have videos.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now, when we do that personal break, when you do the messaging, right? The messaging is for the organization,
Yeah.
right? And then when you put into all these platforms, one is your own personal platform, one is the company platform.
Yeah.
So how do we balance that?
You are the founder of the company, right?
Yeah.
So it means that let's talk about Facebook page, Facebook profile, your personal profile, and Facebook page, right? There are two ways. One, you only post on your Facebook page, your business page, and then you share it from you share the page post using your profile, and then you still continuously post your personal life. That's one way. That's one way to do it. The second way is that you make your personal profile become the business.
So let's say, for example, Chang and Didi,
Tony Fernandez.
and if they want to post, one is personal and also the messaging, right, will be the same. All of us have to message and do the
Yeah.
same thing. So whether it's personal or under everybody's post.
Personal is personal profile. You have personal profile. You post your personal life.
No, we don't. I don't anymore.
Yeah. So there's only personal, right?
Only strictly for business.
You only
I
put.
never share my personal.
Oh, that's so. Probably we need to change a bit because it's about likability. How come you're so rigid? So how come you don't have life one? You don't travel one.
Hey, actually, Tony Fernandez, he has two profiles, right?
Hey, you don't travel one. You don't travel one. Your life so boring one. But people don't know, is it? They have to like that part. They have to like that part.
Personal
That
branding.
only Facebook, not LinkedIn, right?
LinkedIn you can mix on. LinkedIn we have a LinkedIn page.
Complain if you put all this social stuff in LinkedIn, they actually don't like. They say Facebook, LinkedIn is becoming like Facebook.
But at this, it goes back to the fundamentals. Is that how do I gain their trust? I need to show you my two sides. I have a family side. I have a weaker side. I have a business side. I have a value-added side. I have a funny side. I have the travel side. I have a what side?
What would be the good ratio between professional and personal life sharing?
50-50. So it actually depends on how you. It actually depends on how you position it. I position my profile. I talk about my personal and I talk about my business at the same time. That's actually how he registered today. He only registered yesterday.
Yeah.
When I post something, he posts. He come and text me. I post make sure of this. I post make sure of everything. And then because to gain trust, it's not just post one time. You have my trust. It's not there. It's gonna take
Yes.
months, years, weeks, years to do that. So it's not that this month I post already, next month don't post. Whenever you have traveling, whenever you are doing a training, it's very fun today, and then I post something and share. That's my business side. And then I go Mama Charlie, Mama eat, dating in Mama, I can also post that. That's another way. So people like you. People like you, then people trust you.
Although I met him today, first time, but I think I know him.
Because
Partly also we for money in you, we connected, but we never met before.
We also met first time.
Oh, first time also. Oh.
maybe not Zoom, but physically this is the first time.
Officially, yeah. No, I know deal with him. First time there's a monetary transaction lah.
Yeah.
All this while is just.
I can tell you all my clients we never met before. All my clients who pay me, I never met before. It's all on Zoom only. There's one client they have been with me for 3 years already. We only met once 3 months ago. But they have been with me 3 years before.
Is it can have a short break?
Yeah. Want a short break? Yeah, we can have a short break. But we can ask questions.有问题吗？可是啊，一步一步来啊。你 want to stand out, right?
我现在知道怎样做了，可是我大概因为最近我有去上一个课程啊，
哦
然后他叫我做短视频，其实
哦
我的流量很多，关键就是我做一支 video 吧，我要 test 不了，test market 不了，是我抓到那个东西了。
，flow 啊
不要 start 先，因为我要一 start 我就要每一天 post 上。
，keep the momentum 啊。
对，就像我做策划，然后branding 啊，所有的东西要重做了，然后明年就 start 这样，然后 start with 我的新课程。
哦啊，that's a good one 啊。
我已经有配了的，我的东西已经搞定了，像那个 project 我买一个 TV 的。
哦。
买了，昨天 start training 啦，然后我也有去注册那个 HRD。
I see。
做 academic 的
TTT trainer。
所以他们可以看那个 HRD 放嘛，所以我也去搞定。所以明年要start 大学，过年一回来
her e-invoicing class is this, and then push for this. That's her e-invoicing class.
The most important is I think I want to give like extra services to my existing customers. 这样我要给 add value 给我旧的 customer， 因为我觉得我的旧的 customer 我还没有完全 fully utilize 啊，就是很多东西我没有 provide 到。
对。
所以我觉得我是 target 那边，然后外面有就进来这样。
Easy that way，比较容易哦。
因为我里面我有发觉一些东西，就是其实有些 inquiry 就是进来的 some clients like HR 的东西啊，是我现在 package 一个 package 讲给他们，所以就我还有很多就是东西做 package 这样啦。
So you are not a taxation company anymore. You are the core, but what business are you really in? It's
training and now I want to join into the training.
yeah. You are in what problem you solve? You solve the taxation side, but at the same time.
Software 我是 SQL 的 trainer，我有 certified 的，这样是不是有完整套的solution 给他们这样？
So you help. So she's you are in you are this.
Two-stop, one-stop solution 啊。
So you help SME business to what? To save more money and also be more to be more effective in the what human operations 那个 messaging 要调一调啦 but you are the angle already 啦 because you are helping to solve solutions which is on the taxations, the accounting side, and also helping them to what? To run their business worry free about the accounting and the taxation side. So you have software to help them, you have trainings to help them, you have consulting, you have service to help them. So 这个就是 that's the business you are really in. So you are not a taxation company anymore. You are a company that help people to help business owner and help SME businesses to run their business worry free about taxations and accounting side. Because I help you with software, I help you with trainings, I help you with this, and so it's a full-fledged consulting service. It's a full-fledged solution just to make sure your business runs smooth without worrying all the.
One more good things is 2025 they have an audit exemption.
Oh,
Audit exemption then it's not require auditor to sign the report. Chartered accountant also.
yeah, I think I saw that.
Secretary
好像有看到。
can do the submission for them. So actually, I one stop already. I have all the licensee already. Because as a secretary, you cannot get the audit license at the same time. You only can choose one.
Now can
So I got all the certification and also license already. So I think mostly I can handle everything. I'll start with it. And my team also grew up already. Last time,
Oh.
I think it's my challenges. Last time when I joined this.
The people
already, now I.
you find the general
Yes, yes,
Huh?
yes.
find the general general level. So this class actually last time when she attended the class, we teach about hiring, screening people, finding bad apples, and so. But this class we only narrowed down 2 days, so they want another class, but she got attended before. Diamond employees. And how do I filter them before even they come in? People. But I narrowed down to 2. I narrowed down to 2 days, but that one next session, sir. Next round. Okay.
And where can you get coffee? Downstairs.
What's that? Coffee, downstairs.
What?
Downstairs left. There's a one
Coffee shop.
mixed rice shop, and then you can ask for a coffee there.
You don't have the lunch there, right?
A lunch there also there. But I'm fasting, so I didn't have lunch.
Oh.
I only eat once a day,
Morning already.
4 p.m. plus minus. So last time when he saw me, I think it's 6 kg versions. 6 kg versions. Now it's 6 kg less versions. Because I fast. And I tweak my diet.
Very important.
Yeah.
What do you consume?
Because I go to body checkup, even though my size are not so fat, right? It's okay, right? I got high cholesterol. High cholesterol. Even at my size. So then I come to realize is that it's not about your size anymore. All the sickness, your stroke, your heart attack, it's not about your size anymore. It's the food that you eat. You probably are the type that not so easily get bigger, but the food that you eat actually determines whether you have heart attack. YouTube, Reels. I will cut this. Put it in YouTube. Put it in YouTube. Put it in IG Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. I'll do this. I will cut this.
So you will use the camera to do the recording,
Yeah.
much better, right?
Yeah. You can also use your handphone.
The other one they were recommended Bangkok recently, DCI or
The DJI.
DJI.
Pocket 3.
Ah.
Pocket 3. The small, right?
Ah.
Also can.
Oh, that one expensive, 2,000 plus.
Yeah, but they say you should
Downstairs
like.
got DJI, right?
Downstairs got DJI. Downstairs got DJI.
Yeah, downstairs got
Go
DJI,
go right.
downstairs
Downstairs go right.
How about the mic also DJI?
No, this one is Rode. The mic is Rode. RODE.
RODE.
This one I buy separately.
Good, this one.
Yes.
RODE.
RODE. Rode. I buy separately. This one I buy separately.
Microphone.
A few hundreds. 300 plus, I think. 300-400.
RODE. Where you got this?
Shopee.
Shopee, ah.
There's a receiver there. There's a receiver here. And then there's a mic. It's a wireless mic.
They told me that DJI also good,
Yeah.
but quite expensive lah, DJI. I think 1,000 plus ah.
Both also can.
2,000 plus.
So if you buy the DJI Pocket 3, it's a small things, and then you just put there. Lor.
Same lah, same things ah.
Same thing. So you want because to me randomly just create content like that it's very challenging for me. I'm pretty sure it's very challenging for other people also. What to talk So then you want to come on topic to talk, right? You don't know what to talk.
Well, that's a good idea that you share. That record everything and then pick out 1 minute, 2 minutes from what you say.
And then we find editors to edit it.
Because there's so many things when I share. There's so many things that also comes out.
I know how to edit myself. You can find editors.
Oh, you edit yourself lah.
I know how to edit myself. CapCut. I know how to edit myself. So
You have to subscribe.
there's a free versions, and then there's a professional versions, which is a few hundreds per year. And just get which one, both also can. It's just more features and then more better way. I use CapCut. I have both versions. I have the English version. I also have the Chinese versions. One is in Chinese. Chinese is more advanced because Chinese start first. And usually once they stabilize everything, they will pull the features to the English version, the international versions.
What software is this?
CapCut. CapCut. CAPCUT.
The laptop version, right?
That version.
Right?
Yeah.
Not using the handphone version, right?
Phone
What's
can.
the difference?
Phone can.
Can, but different. More advanced the laptop version.
More advanced.
You
China
transfer
version.
No, international versions.
international.
CapCut. In Chinese versions called 剪映.
建议
There's Chinese versions, but it's all in Chinese. But international version is good enough. I have both versions, but I'm using the international versions. Also the same. It's just the tools only. You just need one handphone. Yeah. You just use one handphone, one DJI Pocket 3, one camera like this. Doesn't matter as long as I can record. And then as long as I can save. And then we take out the files and we edit it. And then once we edit it, there are software that actually can put into, there's software that actually we can use to automate and automate the cutting. Can. They will help you to take this long video, right? This one is already how many hours? I think 3 hours already. You put that into the software, and then they will automatically cut it to you for 60 seconds or 1 per hour, 3 minutes, they will auto cut for you.
Will they collate into any theme?
Yeah.
You have to do it by yourself.
You just put inside, they will just select some settings, they will do it for you. That one probably later today or tomorrow lah. That's why I asked you to come for 2 days. That's why I asked you all to come for 2 days. Okay, never mind. Because we are in coaching, so you still get it anyway. So that because you come to this session, you will learn it faster. You know how to plan in your head already. Just like coaching session, you have to go step by step. That's the tough part. Yeah? This one, after you go back, you know how to plan in your head already. Then you will come back and tell me, can I do this, can I do this, can I do this, can I do this? I'll just answer yes or no. Coaching, I have to tell you, then you have to digest it and come back. There's a difference. But there's more in details for coaching. Right? So come back to her, she does e-invoicing classes. Her business is B2B, but she does e-invoicing classes. So it means that she aimed for the bosses already here. And then the bosses will decide, do I like you? Do I have confidence in you? Do I trust you or not? At the end, I will pass you the business. My whole business will pass it to you. If I have a group of companies, I start with one business first. If the service is good, I give you another business. That's it. Hello, hi, JC.
But usually our one is one-stop one.
Yeah.
They give you separately, they will give you accounting,
Yeah.
taxation altogether.
Because they don't want to deal with so many people, they just deal with one person. So she is not in taxation business anymore. She is, what her business really in is that she help business owner, business, to run the business worry-free about the accountings and taxations and ComSec issues, HR issues. She's not in the tax business anymore. So she has software to help the business. She has training to help the business. She has services, full service to help the business. She has consulting business as well. Now she also does HR also.
So many.
That's how we grow, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like one road I see towards the end. This is as far as I can go until I cannot walk. I cannot do training. That's it. But if I can answer the questions right now, you can create so many things. Program tools, software, tools, AI. I'll learn it and then I'll help them. Because I'm in the business to help companies to transform their leaders, to become a better leaders using my coaching skills and the tools that I give them. That's more revenues. So let's come back to it here. Okay, so now this trust part usually is content. Content can come in videos or images or written. And of course, if you have office, that's a bonus. Office like this, the people get confident with you. And then award, testimonial. Right? Award usually can buy also.
Lord,
So it's not that important anymore.
yeah.
It's not that important anymore, right? So testimonial and your content. Office, image, video, image, office.
How is office significant?
Because if you are a real business owner, you will invest in office. How come have you ever see a scam business invest in? I got scammed before. They really, wow, they do so nice, man. I got scammed for 70K. What the fuck?
70K.
What the fuck? They purposely do that well just to get that kind of money.
Investment.
They purposely do that well just to get us that money. And then once they get everything ready, right, close shop.
MBI.
Not MBI, it's Airbnb business. MBI is similar things like MBI. They use the office. So, Chinese. So office is a bonus point, but majority don't have is virtual office, doesn't matter. So let's say you don't have this. So the most important thing is content and testimonials. Award, you can buy now, so it's not that laku anymore. 10K can buy already. 5K also can buy already.
And do people know about it? People are getting to know about it, right?
People now getting know about it already. So it's no longer that.
Lose your credibility.
The moment I see that you have this award, I know you buy already. So your credibility drop already.
Emails I get. People want to give me
Right? So I'm not a title guy, I'm not a award guy, so I'm not interested in that. So how I build my business is testimonials, content showing face, your personal life, your business life, content. That's how I gain trust. For over the last 7 to 9 years, I start from nobody, I'm an employee with zero savings. Well, I just try to survive and then try to survive and find some crack to see if gonna come up. So I start from content. So my content last time is on Facebook ads. But like I said, I'm not that mature yet, so the only thing I know is Facebook ads, so I make it anyway. So then her way is videos, content here. So right now we need both. Content is a must already. Then whatever here, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, whatever Google ads we do, referral is all a bonus. But content is a must already. Because content is actually what builds trust, likability, and so on. So I do content and do testimonials. Right. So now, the next question is that, do you know how to get testimonials? How do you get testimonial?
Recently what I did was I just sent a WhatsApp message to my participants and I said, interview.
Yeah, that's one way, right?
One way, and then during the program.
That's another way, right? Okay. Interview. So how do we get testimonial effectively without feeling pushy, oversell?
The people, they also ask me, what to say? Don't know what to say. Right, it's
How to ask? How to ask, huh? This is how we ask testimonial. You know, there's in human emotions, and then when they do business with you, there's a up and down, right, and all this thing, right? Maybe there's a up here and this thing, right? There's a high moment and low moment, right? Low moment is normal lah. I'm doing my life, and then I'm just doing my stuff. And then high moment is that they attended your training, they got certain results, and then they come and thank you, right? So what we're going to do to get testimonial without giving any candy. You know, sometimes we give candy just to get the testimonial, right? And nothing wrong with that. But how do I want to get it genuinely and people are happy to give you? Whenever there's a high moment during the class like this, I can actually design it in such a way that after the class I ask you to record the videos. I can actually do it that way. So during the high moment, you get it here. High moment.
Interview during high moment.
High moment, you know that they come back to you, say thank you. They say that you changed my life, my business increased and everything, right? The moment you spot that, you quickly ask. So the next question is how to ask, right? What to say, right? When it's high moment, if you ask here, they don't care about you. When you ask during the normal moment, they don't care about you. Got gift, got incentive, you got discount. If I give you testimonial, can give me something. If you ask here, you have to give candy. But if I ask here, they will generally share with you. So this is usually how I share. Whenever I spot that moment, when people message me, WhatsApp me and say thank you and everything, right? I will quickly take that moment and say, hey, I think your story can inspire a lot of people. And can inspire a lot of people who are struggling right now. Will you be free this Friday, 11 o'clock, to do a Zoom, and then I'll just share, you just share, it's just a normal chit chat, and then that's it. They will happily share with you. During the training class, you can do it after the training class. But what to say, right? What happened to you before, what happened to you after, that's it. Free flow. You don't want to be scripted, because you scripted, people look at it, they know. And then you lose your credibility. You want to get those testimonials, they are their own words, which is without scripted one, not perfect one, okay, like that. That's the perfect one. You get that during the highest moment. And then how do I get this high moment? You design it. You can design it, right? How do I design the moment? For example, let's say I do training already. After I do coachings, I do consulting, I do trainings. And then I give them the tools and then they get results, right? So once they come, they usually come back and say, thank you so much. So I know that the moment I give them these tools, this training, this coaching, this consulting, this script, these templates, this whatever things, right? They use it and I know that they will get results. And then I know that they will come back and give me the results. Usually I will tell them, I will ask them, hey, once you implement this, you got results, you let me know. Then they will come back and let you know. The moment they come back and let you know, you take advantage of the moment, and they say, by the way, I think your results is very impressive. Your story is very impressive. I think it can inspire a lot of people who like you who are struggling right now. Will you be okay to do a Zoom sharing, Zoom Zoom sharings this Friday or Saturday, 11 o'clock, and we just share, we just have a normal chit chat, you just share. And then you record the sessions. I'll show you how to record my session after this. I have a folder just for that. And then you edit. And then make it your intro videos, the testimonial videos. That's how you get. Ah.
I just want to ask customer part.
Yeah.
For you as a trainer, you well know people will be very happy to
Yes.
give you offers.
Right.
We are in the corporate world, we are very hidden, nobody knows us. And
Right.
we ask them for a testimony, they say, gini, I cannot say anything.
Oh, that one.
So
How,
a lot of times it's like, can you please write a template for me, then I put it on my letterhead and then I sign.
Yeah.
So it's
Very formal, right?
very formal, it's very hard to get sincere
Okay.
response. What can we do to basically change that?
Screenshot, number one. You build relationship with the person in charge that you deal with. You build relationship with the person in charge that you deal with. Sometimes they will say, sometimes they will say thank you one. You take a screenshot for that. So then if they are willing, if they are those peacock type, peacock type means that DIC, the they are willing to do with you one. Except unless they are the big companies, they have their own rules and all these things, then bo pian lor. Bo pian lor. So, but you try to build relationship with the person in charge that lies with you, that definitely there's a WhatsApp there one. You screenshot that part. Ah.
So, if let's say you say at a high part, we ask, in a corporate world, there's no high, there's no low, everything is like mundane things.
But definitely go on.
So, what
Okay.
do you mean by that?
Okay, the high moment here is that whenever you perform a service and then they like your service and then give you this, they either write you an email and then they send you a WhatsApp, they say thank you. That's one scenario. The second scenario is that we design the moment. We design the moment meaning that we can actually have a trainings, consulting session or webinar sessions just to talk about that. And then we gather their feedback during the sessions. So that's another way to design the high moment. It means that we design that moment. So I mean, normal situations like employee benefits, I mean, it's a very general things, right? Yeah, I pay you and then you perform the service as usual and everything, right? Then they usually seldom give you because it's very get used to it already, right? So if you want to do that, you design.
Just now you say that your word is not really good or recommended.
You can. You get the one that cannot buy one.
But in the
Cannot buy one.
corporate world, the word is actually very much needed
Right.
to recognize the
Yes.
caliber and
Yeah.
capacity of
Yes.
the company.
Yeah.
So, what can we do, or what kind of award can we go into?
You get the award, they cannot buy one. Now it's not the case anymore. Because if you do content, you post on, you instantly get the trust already. She's a good example. She posts a lot of video content on her Facebook, and then she got all the.
I got someone to pay me every month 1,000.
Huh?
In Sarawak,
What
I
else?
To do what? Oh.
Every month I spend maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to look at their financial statement, then I must spend 1,000.
Oh,
Per month.
from
From
police
Sarawak, the clients.
By just doing videos.
Yes.
Because now actually people, all the business owners, they know that this award can buy, except for those really high standard one. That one is your plus added bonus. But the rest is not so much about award anymore because they already know that this award can buy, so it will only downgrade you. The best thing is still content. I look at your content. Do I like you? Do you have the substance? If you have the substance, I like you, and then I will go for another 50%, which is, do I want to do business with you? And then testimonials is the other thing. They will look at your testimonials. So so that's why we are talking about just now how to collect testimonials. Easily. You either give them candy in exchange for testimonial, that's like transaction already. But if you want to find the genuine one, which is you during the high moment, you get it. And how do we get the high moment? Like for your case, right? We design it. So she does e-invoicing. You can also do something like wellness program for employees or the companies. You get all the bosses or HR to come or managers to come, and after the class, you get record. That one, no PDPA.
Content nowadays, there's a lot of TikTok.
Yeah.
That people are basically
Real.
pushing out all the real and all that with a little bit of so-called funny character that they like to add in the.
So that's a so.
Is that something that people are going for now?
It depends on your positioning.
Yeah.
Because you are the type of characters that you can do. If you are not that
Is
type of
TikTok demographic your client? Because as I know, TikTok demographic is from the younger crowd.
You don't have to go to the funny side, because I'm not a funny guy also.
Because if I see most of the people, like even this company is doing a lot on TikTok.
Yeah.
Majority of the sales comes from TikTok. So what is I mean, we are all physical platform, not digitally, because it's very hard to
explain on the
push
ideal
this
client.
to that forum. So it's the transition is basically very big gap for us now from physical to this one. It's
Yeah. So the first question you ask,
traditional.
the first question we should ask is that is our ideal clients are on TikTok or not? That's one. No, so we don't have to go. Yeah, it's good actually. You're everywhere, but you can do TikTok, but you don't have to do funny side. You just have to do the value added side. That's it. You still can do, but because you do one video, you just 顺便, alright, post in TikTok, post in IG. We have software to do that. You just pre-schedule it. That's it. Yeah. So that's how to do it.
Is there anywhere that people will train how to do all these things?
Yeah. There are specific training out there just to teach people how to do videos, what the script to write and everything. You can attend those. Yeah, so they have trainings to do that, to teach you exactly how to do it.
Yeah, because by the time you learn, you feel like, so.
We still have to be involved. We cannot be 100% outsourced to other people. We still have to be involved because the person, they still have to be you.
Do we need to customize our content, whether it's a video or content writing, according to different platforms? Because I'm not sure, I've heard before that TikTok there's more Malay population.
Yeah, yes. But coming out with a Malay version is very exhausting, right?
Malay version of
Videos, content. Because you're English content, ma.
Got English, got Malay, got Chinese.
Oh, you want to do like this, oh? But usually, you make it simple first, you stick to English first,
You focus on one first, then you do another one.
Fine, the Indian can speak the bahasa, the Malay cannot.
Okay, never mind. So the key is that we start from the main platform where all our clients win first. Your platform, I think, is on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, so you start from there. You start be active from there. LinkedIn and Facebook, I would say. You start be very active from there. Then once you systemize it, we'll share with you how to systemize it. Once you systemize it, then you can go for the video platform. So the video platform, like for trainings and for her e-invoice and also training here, is easy because when I do the training, I just put a camera like this only. It's by the way anyway. So you don't have to purposely spend extra half day or 1 hour just to think about what topic to do. That one I also cannot do, It's very draining and exhausting and sometimes you're stuck. So the best way I say, okay, I design the training. Number one, I can get testimonial. Number two, I can get video footage like this. Number three, I can get images. It boosts up my trust. Because only people who are not scam type, who are really in business, who really want to grow, will do all these things. Put effort to build up the trust. All the scammers out there, they will hide behind. You don't even see the faces and all these things. Then the question is that, why should I do business with you? Because there's no trust.
So a lot of people, they're camera shy, they don't want to do, they hire a professional or KOL to go and do. Is that something that is recommended?
Is that you anymore? That's it? Now is that, right now, we have two branding we need to do. First is company branding. Second is personal branding. Personal branding means that you, even though you're camera shy, at the end is that, why should I do business with you? So they will ask 2 questions. Is your company legit? They will Google your website and everything. Yeah, probably avoid help a little bit. The cannot buy one, it will help a little bit. Testimonials, they will look at all these things. The second thing is that, yeah, I know your company can do this, but I know also other company can do it. So the next question usually they ask right now is that, why should I do business with you? So I need to like you first. Yeah.
You can't be asking the management board of directors to sit in front of the camera and interview. So it's a bit difficult, and then asking the staff to do, they'll be changing different phase.
Yeah.
So it's
That one is more, those changing phase is for company. But we still cannot neglect the personal branding. Personal branding is that I buy you, I know your company can do this, but I also know company can do better than you. Pricing is cheaper than you, but I like you. So it's
the people and the face that is going to sell.
yeah.
It's not about your service and not how
Service is important. Service is non-negotiable.
service other people also will have. So you're no different from the other.
I give you examples. You buy real estate, you buy insurance. You buy real estate, you buy insurance, right? Insurance agents, you throw a stone, you hit someone already. The question now is that, why should I buy insurance from that guy? Because the plan is similar. AIA, Prudential, Great Eastern, the plan is almost similar. The question now is that, why should I buy insurance from you?
I mean, I'm going a little bit into
The corporate side.
personal branding.
Ah,
So I know you do a lot of, personal branding and a lot of
yeah,
advertising yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So in the corporate world, it's very difficult to do personal branding because you don't go and talk, you don't go and display things, It's not a 24/7 job
Yeah.
for you to do because there's other things to be
Right.
rushed through.
right.
So what kind of, normally when we outsource, they'll put someone there and they'll talk and then they'll basically introduce and that's it lah, How impactful is that compared to, let's say, you do it yourself?
You do it yourself, usually we encourage the founders to do it because I will follow the founders and then I'll buy. The company, you can outsource it, KOL, whatever, your staff do it. That one is for company branding. That one is just to show the public that the company is alive, the company is there, they are really staff, they are very fun and this thing. I like the cultures. This is the company side. It's important. It's important because people right now, they want to see the both sides. They just don't want to see all the surface sides where they want to see both sides. So they will see all your videos, the stuff, which is the company side. But at the other side, I want to know who is the founders. So that's why you see a lot of people who are coming out to do TikTok. Tony Fernandez, even dance also. So that's the reason why, but it's all down to whether the founder is ready, whether it's ready or not ready.
People look at certain sites and then
Yeah.
your ad will come out.
Right.
How effective are those in terms of bringing sales to you?
It's effective when you know who's your ideal clients. If you nail down your messagings, and then if you nail down your messagings, they will come to you. I actually start my business by running all the Facebook ads because I nailed down the messagings. All right, this is previous the messagings.
Most people, if they want not looking at your site, they will skip.
Yeah, they'll skip.
Is it chargeable when they skip?
Yes.
your ad?
Now whether they skip or don't skip, the moment you see the ads, it's chargeable already.
Once you see the ads charge you
The moment it's live on the ads, whether you click or don't click, you see or don't see, you play or don't play, it's already chargeable already.
You spend on average with this kind of pop-ups that basically
Minimum is 5 ringgit per day. Minimum is 5 ringgit per day. So, but the system works in such a way that if you put more budget inside, more people will see. Yes. But you have to set up all the videos, prepare all the videos, all the wordings first. So minimum is 5 ringgit, $1, and then there's no maximums. The funder, how it works actually is that the more you put inside the budget, the more people will see. But the next question is that the more people will see, will they convert into sales or not? The more people will see, yeah, I put more budget, I have the budget, I have money, but more people see, will they convert into sales or not? It might not. So the reason why it might not is because number one, your messaging is off. You don't know who is your ideal clients, or you try to aim for everyone. You don't know what's your problems, or you are solving a problem that is not big enough. It's just a small kacang putih problems. And I can tahan myself. I can learn myself. I don't want to invest this money, I can do it myself. So just now, whatever discussed is that, how do I get them to pay? Is that number one, whether they can afford or not. Number two, are you solving the problems that are big enough that they cannot solve it on their own? I give you an example, downstairs the supplement business, right? Yeah, it's a superfood that can help everyone. Stomach ache, gastric also can do, leg pain, skin issues. So, but will they pay? If stomach ache, gastric, I can tahan, right? Probably I don't buy. But if I actually change my target audience to those cancer patients, they cannot already. So the moment we change this, our sales increase. And then we have to nail down our messaging. The message is usually talk to the people that we know that they can afford, but they cannot solve it on their own. So it's all here. So this part is all brainstorming. This is the most critical part because this one screw up, all this will screw up. Not really screw up. It's just that you will see low conversions, people don't turn up.
Waste marketing ads.
The budget you spend, it's not effective. To answer your question, whether it's effective or not, the reason why it's not effective because this part. You don't know who's your ideal clients. You know, but you're not confident enough, or you're not clarity enough. You don't have the perfect messaging to have that. Yeah. Yeah.
What happened was although I put there the location, geographical location is Klang Valley.
Yes.
Klang Valley, Rembang, Malacca, this area.
Yeah.
But all the restaurants are all Indonesian names.
Oh.
Indonesia.
That one is setting issue. Setting issue.
Setting issue.
Yeah, setting issue.
Although I put KL and
That one is the setting issues. So that one is a more technical side. But once you change the settings issue with the proper messaging, it will goes up. So coming back here, the reason why we talk about trust is because, yeah, you know your ideal characteristic, but this part is all about from here to here is all about trust already. Whether I want to click your ads or not, whether I want to listen to your video or not, whether I want to register or not, it's all about here. And how do I get the trust here? Number one problem is that, is your messaging talking to my problems or not? That's it. If I see you start, do you have, are you having issue managing? Is your staff performing? Is your staff performing? If you work very hard and you treat your staff very hard, but their staff is not performing, do you have these issues? I got your attention already. Do you know how to hire diamond employees? Do you have these issues where you hire employees? Yeah, interview is very good. Interview is very good, right? After come in already become C player. Interview is A player. Come in already become C players. Do you have these issues? And then you want to send them off, right? It's very hard to send off. You have these issues? You faced this issue before? So in Chinese we call 请神容易送神难. Got right? I got your attention already. Want to know how to solve it? We need to do screening tests. We need to set up firewalls. We need to gamify the pay plans. You're not getting the basic anymore. You have a gamified pay plans. Want to know more? Pay lah. Pay lah. Pay to learn lah. Right. I teach her last time actually, 3 days class. But I'm going to touch a little bit, We're going to touch a little bit after this. See, that's how you make money. See, how I start from here to get your attention with the problems, and then identify it, and then I come up with the messagings, and then I use the words, the problem statement, and I do it, I get your attention, you fill out the forms, you want to know more or not, come for the Zoom appointments. I meet you. Or you attend my e-invoicing class. You attend my webinars. At the end, you want to know how to solve it or not? Yeah, I have a tools, I have a software, I have this training, I have consultings, and this is how much, and this is how much.
What?
I have money insurance. Guarantee result, it depends on whether the person take action or not. But usually I guarantee in such a way that if you take the result that I ask you to do, if you don't get it, I'll refund you. You can guarantee that way, but you don't guarantee in such a, you don't have a blank guarantee that you don't get result that way. So you have a conditional guarantee. Means that you have to do the way they ask you to do. Then you do it. If you don't get result, I give you another a few months to actually consult you to make sure you get things done. You have to do this, you have to do this. If you do this already, you still don't get it, then I guarantee you the refund. Later I'll show you.
Was there any success?
Yes, later I'll show you. Testimonials. Yeah, that's why we talk about testimony. Testimonials. So that's how it works. Right? So it's all about trust. So how to build trust we have, I'm going to open up the computer and I'll show you how to build trust. But basically it's all about content. Content and start to get all these raw materials. Raw materials like, for example, videos. Raw materials like images. Raw materials like testimonials. Raw materials, whatever the events that you go. Get all these raw materials. And then from the raw materials, then we can put this content. In the website, in the landing page, in the videos, everything. Then you have this to show already. Yeah, so we start from here. Then slowly it will move up. They check your website. They have your testimonial. It goes out a little bit. They go on Zoom or appointment with you. It goes out a little bit. And then they follow your social media. They like your voice. That's your advantage. If they like your voice, that's your advantage. It goes out a little bit. So if you dress well, they like your professionalism. It goes out a little bit. It's all good. People, whether you get leads or not.
And how do you create a content that people want to hear?
Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow sessions. Tomorrow sessions. So basically content, it's we talk about case study. Case study. You use case study to illustrate. But we have, I'll show you how I do the content. How we do the content. So basically it's case study content. The second is a value-added content. Value-added content is not about case study, it's just sharing my expertise, that's it. Let's say for example, employee benefits, right? Yeah, I talk about how you want to make sure your company is sustainable, how you want to improve the retention of your employees, and I share about some tips. This is all value-added content. But how to do it later, I'll show you. But this is the way. She keep doing the value-added content on the Facebook. Tax savings, or whatever LHDN stuff then she get this from there. So how do you want to know effective or not? Yeah, people are following you. People come and ask for your expertise. People give you business. People tell you that they like your content so much. This is how you know you're effective. Here's another example. We met first time today. But I think he followed me for... He followed me for a very long time.
Like when you have your audiences, like thousands of people
Yeah.
attended your course.
Right.
So you must have taken a long time to read such a results.
Yeah, not really. Now it's very short already. So now it's very short because there's the social media, there's the content. If you're just willing to step up, like some people say, I'm not willing to show face because I'm camera shy and all this thing. I'm introvert, right? I'm not willing to show face. But if you're willing to step up, you have one step advantage that people want to follow you and people give you already. So it's very easy right now actually. And all the algorithm right now, they actually help you to push to strangers. So it's not that hard. So it's just that it's willing to do the work and willing to come up with content that is so good that people are following you, that's it. So that's the key. But many people is that, yeah, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to write, I'm camera shy, and my brain is stuck. So they get stuck there. Yeah. So that's why you cannot 100% let them. You have to be involved.
You need to know what you're doing.
At the end of the day, it's just a waste of money.
Yeah. You do already, then they tell you, then they can justify whatever excuse they do, right? Yeah, you have so many likes here and there, but at the end you don't see the result they want to see, right? It's because you're not involved.
Can I share my view? I've been actually meeting a few digital marketing agencies. But when I saw Casey his Facebook, what I interest to come today is because he's selling a system. So if most of the agencies say, okay, I will do this, then they just throw me a budget. Okay, because I'm going to launch a new training product, right? They just throw me 20,000 of that. How to do it? Everything they never give details, you see. So by coming to Casey, because I myself, I can never do this. But I know at least now, okay, there's a system here. So I'm going to find some digital marketers on content is one guy, right? To actually use on my system. So either you have a system and they work on it, or they're going to create a system working on their system, right? So I think it's good that I come today to really learn about the systems.
You know, most of the freelancers, halfway through they run away.
Testimonial.
Very tough to.
Not just that, because like now I'm seeing this, she's doing this girl 26 plus. She's very entrepreneur, she has idea, but definitely she don't have this system one. So I'm going to use this system, get her to do the work. That's my strategy. I'm not discuss with Casey yet. That's my, because I can't be sitting down there doing content. That's not my strength. Right? But how to, even if I know this system, I can break down all the pieces, right? And find different people, okay, content and content. Like Facebook ads, example, that's my intention.
Because I tried many methods, outsource one, trying to do it ourselves is totally failed. And then, half here and there is like.
Because we don't know how to manage the outsource.
We don't know where and what to.
Okay, to answer your question, sir,
Yes.
you have to learn the big picture first. Then only you do it on your own, try it, then only you outsource. Then you will know what indicator to look for. They cannot bullshit you. If you outsource 100% to them, they know you are new. They say anything also, you cannot do anything. Your nose is actually being pulled by them. But right now, usually what I do is that you learn first. The founders have to learn because this is all money. You don't have to do it yourself. You can ask yourself to do it, but at least you know what is it next step. What is his next step? What is the indicator for step 3? What's the indicator for step 4? You cannot bullshit me anymore. That's the correct way to do it.
This part, nothing works. Just basically on the,
So
the
to manage the lion, right? So that's the lion now, right? Assuming we are new right here, right? So he's a tiger example. That's how I.
So the reason why you are so difficult is because you don't have the big picture like this, and then you try to outsource this part, you try to outsource this part, and then you.
Only that I don't have industry benchmark because the whole industry is not on this platform.
Oh.
Completely zero. So I don't know where to maneuver.
I see.
If I follow someone, it's a different industry.
Right.
It doesn't click.
Right.
It's basically like try and error.
So the key actually is that if you don't have a benchmark, the key actually is still goes back to the customer. Who is your ideal client? What's the problems? And what business are you really in? What can you help them? Then I start thinking from there. Like for her, she's in tax business. But when we ask the real questions, what business are you really in? You're not really in the tax business anymore. You actually help people to run the business smoothly, worry-free, without all the tax issues. And then I help you by giving you the tools, software, trainings, e-invoice classes. I tell you in such a way that you don't have to worry. So you always start from here. So this one require a lot of clarities. How do you get the clarities? Wake up early, meditations. Really? That will give you clarity. Then you sit down and 5 o'clock wake up and then you have all the clarity to think about this. Seriously, yes. That's how it is.
So Casey wake up at 3
5, 4, 5.
Same here.
4, 5. But right now because I have enough sleeps. Ah.
thinking to do last
Ah.
time.
So,
I studied a lot on this. I went through all the courses that is in the market.
Right.
Not for every single one of it.
Right.
Whether it's ebook, whether it's AI. So you ask me about the industry, I did programming as well.
Right.
I actually know what is happening in the industry. But
Right.
the whole industry doesn't fit my requirement.
yes.
So because I am not in this retail or business.
Okay.
It's very difficult to maneuver what's in the market. It confuses me even more.
Right. So what's your requirement right now?
So
What do you want to achieve right now?
more sales lah.
Okay. More sales, right? So where's the challenge?
My challenge is getting the customer to come to me.
Okay. Getting the customer come to you.
There is many options in the market.
All right. So what's the challenge of getting customer come to you?
What's the challenge is basically
What's the challenge of getting customer come to you?
competition.
Competition. Everyone also got competitions. So what's the challenge? I also have competitions. They also have competitions.
Not visible.
Not visible, right? So not visible is that people do not know you, right? The reason why it's not visible?
No branding promotion.
And no branding and no promotions, right? And the reason why there's no branding and promotions? All right, so it comes to the employee right now. So can I find a capable person in charge to come to my company and in charge of all these things? That's number one. Or if you want to outsource it, can I find a reliable partners to help me to turn this? So there's a few mistakes here, which is when you outsource to them 100%, you trust 100%. You did not take in charge. That's the first mistake. The second thing is that you don't know how to find the persons to come into the company to work as a full-time employees, so you have to take in charge. That's the main problem, right?
We tried, but people come and go.
Yeah.
And they don't listen to instruction.
Right. So you find the bad apples to come in.
I think the main thing is because we got many different businesses. Which
Right.
are quite, they're interrelated.
Yeah.
But not exactly the same.
Right.
So yes, we have this very strong, but this one is a little bit like an orphan.
Right.
We cannot step in here to do,
Yeah.
but we need to get that person or persons
To pull that part. At the same time, have to pull that part also.
this part you can handle.
Okay.
The thing is because it's technical. And any other people that
Okay, what is that part?
once we basically get the technical part learn that it will take us some time.
Right.
After that, then they find that it's too difficult to do, they leave.
I see. Okay, understand. Can I know what's the business? The orphan one?
One would be like this, we call it third party administration.
So it means that they outsource the administration to you. So it means that administration means what?
Because the market is a very established market, and a lot of people throwing prices.
Like you go clinic, my care, all those things, those stickers outside to me. Those are third party administrators.
It means that third party administration means that I have to handle all the HR and all these things.
No, handle medical only, medical only.
Medicals. Medicals like what?
Medical, admission, see doctor, see specialist.
You go to the
And then,
clinic, you see the sticker,
Yeah, dental.
you show your IC, you're a member.
Oh.
All the staff benefits.
Okay, so the question is now already. So you try that and then the business is, there's a business or there's no business there?
We want their business, but we want
To increase the business,
faster growth.
faster growth. So there's a business means that they're proven their company want that kind of service already lah. It's just that there are not enough customers here, right?
There's a need for,
There's a need already, okay. Right, so now,
it's just that it's very mature and a lot of competitors and they're very big.
right, there's a lot of competitors. It's very big, the throwing prices. So means that you are drowning in the sea and then there's no differences, is it?
There's a lot of work, yeah. But then when it comes to selection, there's too many people for everybody in the market to select from.
I see.
Choices.
Right.
Which basically is way over the.
Okay.
What is
Many competitors are too
There's a-
much competition and they've
It's
established for
actually-
20, 30 years.
Yeah, it's actually the establishment of this market is a mature market.
Right. It's just that there are just too many competitions out there.
To break that competition and sign up, we have to have a niche mark.
Yeah.
Which we have, but
Yeah.
basically it's not known.
What's the niche you aim for?
Basically we are automation,
AI driven
AI.
stuff. And then administration wise,
We go on
expedite
IT,
process,
yeah.
expedite the process.
We get go on IT
Technical
and
base,
more efficiency. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a USP and messaging issue, I think.
Yeah.
USP means that there are so many people doing the same thing and cannot stand out, and they're throwing prices. Okay. So you have AI tools to automate the whole process, and that's your USP. There's a USP, right?
Payment mechanics be faster, things like that. So,
Okay. Do your competitor have that AI tools also?
I mean, everyone's moving towards that. That's why, yeah.
Okay, so you probably are the pioneer to doing this. So now it's that you are the pioneers. You probably have some USP there, but the visibility is low, right? Okay, the next question is that who is your ideal clients? Okay, so you want to stand out, right? So any particular companies that best fit you, the 20%? Like manufacturing? Okay, you start from manufacturing first. I only help manufacturing to automate the third-party administration stuff for medicals. You start from there. You do your messaging just to talk to the manufacturings, and then you find out the manufacturings to send them the messaging to there. How do we find the manufacturings? FML list.
I mean, I think the marketing now, we're actually quite well versed already.
Oh.
Now the issue is to get the person's system, people to, we can pick up, if we do it ourselves, that's okay. But the thing is, we need the proper methodology.
It's too slow.
We got random thoughts. I mean,
So there's the people and the system issue right now.
You want to structure it from the lead generation.
Too slow is because of?
Too slow because it's manual.
Oh, there's no automation there. Manual, like, can you give me examples?
Sales law.
Oh, it means I have to go call one-to-one, is it? Oh. Okay.
most style.
Because it's a very, we're talking about large amount of sums. It's not like we're buying 10, 20.
So the sales cycle is longer.
Sales
It's a B2B
cycle,
lah. I mean,
sales
B2B
cycle
business is very
is about 1 year. Yeah, and some can be basically in millions. So people need to go through hierarchical
Yeah.
for processes to be, to get through lah.
Right.
Sometimes we get chopped off even at the beginning because some competitors smart
Throwing price.
come in and say that I can give you better rate.
Okay. So you have a few issues here. One is employee. They cannot stay longer and then they come and go. They cannot have the, they're probably inexperienced also. Second thing is that the sales cycle is long, right? There's two issues here. Third issue is the visibility. Visibility is all about all these things already. Human issue is about hiring and screening on it, is it? We have to play the volumes of candidate games just to screen them on their personality and also their subconscious tests. We have 2 tests to test them. Personality tests are there. Usually we have DISC, eagles, owl, peacock, and dove. Are you getting if you want someone who can lead the programs, are you getting the eagles and are you getting the owl to do it? That's the first criteria. All these value system, that one is another story lah. But the first thing is that are there the right persons to do the detail works on this one? And the second thing is that do you have the process and system for them to help you to manage? So number one is that are they experienced enough to help you to implement this or not? If you hire junior, most likely it's not. They wait for your instructions. If you don't know how to do the automations, they also is very hard. So you probably need to provide them. If you hire experience, maybe investment is a bit higher, but they will know how to implement this for you. So it's a human things right now. The second thing is the system and automation things. Automation things usually, and the third thing is also the sales cycles. You're in the game of sales cycle so long, that is another reason you want to push fast also cannot be fast because you talk about millions. Unless you
Chicken and egg, you hire someone senior sitting down there for 12 months for the first contract to come in.
yeah.
Because, what do you do?
Even though you hire a very experienced guy, the sales cycle is still 6 to 12 months. So it's not the guy, so you have all the guys settled down, you have the system thing, you still have to tackle the sales cycle. So how do we want to balance it out, the sales cycle things is that, like what he do, like what she do, she also in B2B ma. All right, so if you want, so probably there's someone already have the consultant already. She still have a lot of competitions, but you create certain events just to target the B2C and get the interests and upsell to B2B. Like for Captain is actually a leadership. So we create a B2C program just to aim for the managers and HR managers or general managers. So we get their money first, get their trust first, they buy already, and then we upsell them to the companies.
Captain, the B2C program you create, that one is HRDC compatible also. Yeah. But that one individual pay or company pay?
Sometimes individual will pay. Sometimes long-term program like
How much do you charge?
like certified professional coach program can go up to 10K.
Oh.
But of course,
What's the lowest product?
the lowest product, 2 days public program can cost 2,003.
You create something like that.
Yeah.
The sales conversion process?
But sales conversion process, people just email us, then we send them the brochure, they register.
So we close today. Easy.
Referrals, and so.
Yeah, let me clarify a bit. It's still B2B, but it's still exclusively B2B. There's no B2C, but B2B then depends on the target. B2B, the long sales cycles are the ones that are mid to large operations.
Yeah.
The SMEs, they can take on our service very fast.
Yeah.
5-man count,
Right.
10-man count.
Right.
But it's just that you have to do hundreds of thousands of them just to get the same kind of.
It's the same amount of work, whether you have a 5-man count and a 5,000 man count,
So
it's
it
the
is.
same work.
Right.
So that's the question.
So we hunt,
So it's a chicken and eggs,
You want to target 1,000 clients, small ones, you give them free or partly free or whatever. This first 6 months free. You know, yeah. So it's a question of how.
It's a chicken and eggs, So if you want to aim for the big, it's the same amount of effort. Can I tahan for at least 12 months just to get the deals? I do all my work here. Can I nurturing, the automation, and everything? Because it's all about timing sometimes. Yeah, I know you have all the USP already, but the timing is not right. The timing is not right because the business issues, cash flow, and then there's different directions. The other things is because of the hierarchy things and so on. So usually you want to tackle this is, you have to tackle multiple positions, and then you have to find their emails and send them nurturing emails up until they are ready. So it's about sales cycle now, actually. You can increase the volume by finding more emails, doing more advertising, and so. But at the end, it's still because the ideal clients that we aim for is the big one. It goes back to the problem is that the challenge is still the long sales cycle. So my thing just now is that if you have the cash flow to tahan, then that's the game. You just have to keep creating content, and then you hit one, and then the big deals is coming.
and the content that we create is basically for information purposes or to sell services?
Both. Informations, I call it value-added marketing content. You teach, you add value to them. Yes. You add value to them. Add value to them means that I give you step 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually one way to add value. But you add value to them, it's good enough for them to remember you, only that's it. But whether they want to purchase or not, it still depends on the sales cycle. So that's why I say, you want to get cash to tahan the business, the standalone profit division unit, then you organize something like what they do. E-invoice class, and then I know probably because they are his ideal clients most likely have some ComSci or accounting business already. You want to change, it's very painful to change one. Yeah, but I can create a lot of this value-added webinars, content, just to keep you in your head that I'm still here. And if you're ready, then you switch over. It's still a long sales cycle game. But the cash flow is there because you can charge for the trainings. Yeah, I can charge for the training, I can get footage, and then at the same time, I can get all the leads number, and then I still can liquidate it. Liquidate means that I charge it, and then I use the cash to tahan my business expenses while waiting for the big deals to come in.
Not everybody thinks like you lah, so it's a challenge for certain people to really hack it.
you need to understand the principle first. Before I come, I got my father already.
It means that
Father,
it means that to train your challenges now you mentioned is the training part or what?
Yeah, the people to do this job.
Oh, you find the right people. You partner with the right people, find the right people. So that one is all depends on whether they like you or not. Yeah, even though it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You also evaluating me whether you like me or not. That's it. It's the same thing. I know you can do it, but whether I want to do with you, I want to do for you or not. So that's something to do with personal development. Really.
one of it is for me and Daisy is from this leadership program Money in You. So that is the trust level that it's easier to talk about. So the morning the first thing is about few conversation about distinction. So that's our language, right? The leadership program.
So it's you get usually the competent people. Even though you have the money to hire them, they will terbalik and look back at you. Why should I work for you? You talk about the eagles, the D, eagles. They will terbalik and ask you, I know you can pay me. I know the money is good enough for me, but why should I work for you? Yeah, so this is all about business model already. Business model is that either you go for profit share or something similar to that line. Because you cannot control. You hire a competent people, they know how to hack the whole funnels. If they can do it, then they'll do it themselves. So the question now is that, do I want to start over everything by myself, or do I want to partner with you because I like you and I skip all the 3 years upfront that you already done it, and I'll just take advantage of your 4th year and just go with you. This is another level already. So competent people is like that. You hire incompetent people, if you don't give them the tools and automation tools, they will run because it's too tough for them to take it. Yeah. So second way is that you hire competent people, they will look at you. Yeah, I'm not worried about getting job, I'm not worried about getting business. I can work for her also,
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to build up a system,
Yeah.
a process where it's robust enough that you all take to
Yeah. That's one way to do it.
no, but that's ultimately
That's one way to do it. But you still have to hire competent people to help you.
the people has to set up
Ah.
the whole thing first.
Right.
May I ask how many company related to your group? 10 company that. Well, just suggestion suggestion here, bro. Suggestion here. You join venture with KC for this one digital company, right, to support you.
Step by step. Step by step. Step by step. Step by step.
You know where I come from.
We do have a lot of collaborations with
I mean,
various.
today we are here to learn in order to understand how this thing works, because we hear and listen from too many people.
Yes, a lot of ideas.
Everybody is an expert. Everybody
Everybody
is
is an expert.
The main thing is
Everybody
execution.
Yes.
Doing it. You sit down there and listen, sound very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the big picture first, right? Then only you know what to execute, right?
But then
It's here. It's here.
I tell you, even if I finish the whole thing, I write up the whole thing, I go back, we still cannot execute.
Right. So that's why there's a service provider out there. There's a service provider out there. There's a upselling out there. So whatever there's in the market. But you have to find the right people. People that you like, that you can trust. So your problem is that long sales cycle, and the second you don't have the proper system like this, and then you try to outsource it, and then you try to increase here, and then all these are leaking. Yeah, staffing we solve it by screening, and of course you have to make sure your company is they're excited to join you. This is beyond here already actually. Yeah, but you have this, you can hire the junior, you just throw them, they ask you, and then you just pay them until the big deals come in. That one you can do. Yeah, that one you can do. Yeah, so you can start from there first, and then you slowly polish your business model, and then it's exciting. So that's the screening issues.
No, I mean the junior ones.
So the hiring issues.
Yeah, because this industry is very technical based. If they don't come with the knowledge, they cannot perform.
So there's a hiring issues.
Hire a junior, we need to probably train for 6 months. After 6 months, they say, this job is too difficult for me to do.
Or you join, when you hire someone, may not be junior, could be quite senior, but because they're not the performers.
Oh,
So then, you know,
they are not performers.
when you're trying to pinch from your competitors,
Oh,
who wants to stay with the company? So sometimes you get the ones who are not
okay. This one.
anywhere, so that you know that anyone else give them an offer to jump. That's another
issue is beyond here.
Yeah.
So that one is what issue, right? Do I like the founders? Do the company got hope?
You see, okay, put it this way: if you get an offer from Shell,
Yeah.
Shell,
Yeah. Yes.
versus working with a small provider.
Yeah. So they will go for Shell, right?
Same thing, same everything. Maybe this one is small and maybe better. Where will you want to work?
No, sorry, we have issues with people growing into the business because they are hired from another background, for pay. So when they come in, they are started. See, big organization where you have a lot of staff to deal with, and sometimes in space they become robotic.
Right.
You only do this one, and
Right.
structured only with
Right.
So they don't look at cross.
Because they do certain tasks and then get a very high good salary, very easy job, certain tasks.
And then don't want to be in.
So when they come to the smaller company, they have to do everything. That's actually where they
It's
lost.
like accounting. I was in accounting Coopers. Why did I choose Coopers versus Pricewaterhouse at that time? Because if someone told me you join Coopers, now you're going to get smaller clients to work with, you get to do everything. When you go Pricewaterhouse, you get a big client, you just do one small section. So
Okay. So it's a hiring issues actually.
people big issue.
Hiring.
Hiring is one, but even after hiring, basically, the training, the execution, the SOPs, all that are very mundane, very rigid. A lot of things to listen to. So not everyone can follow the protocol. So it's monitoring also, you know. The supervisory work are very
Hiring. Second thing is that can I automate the monitoring part? That one is operations. It means that can I automate the operations part, number one? Can I automate the sales and marketing part? 2 parts. So I think you have to fix that first.
Yeah, and time KPIs with tools that can.
That one come third stage. That one means that that's another one. But basically, I think what you need to do is that this one I know how to do it. Your operation is all about SOP only. SOP means Vivian will show you after this. How do we SOP the whole departments and so. That one takes the works. I actually help her to 6 months.
You mean the whole SOP working instructions for?
6 months.
You mean you did it for?
I have a
Oh, you have a framework, blueprint.
I have frameworks, and then we have staff work together. So I gather everyone, do this, and give me what I want. So the operation is already systemized. Then it's find the people. Finding the people is hiring with volumes, screening them with tests. And then the next thing is sort of tying the KPI with the.
We have a problem. We're a little bit like emotional when we want to sack staff, you know. We're not
People management. How?
Management class.
How?
sometimes they become fittings and fixtures lah. Then you know, it's just
Okay.
Your learning journey.
Before I give you my answer. Captain.
Well, I think the main issue is, of course, we are emotionally affected when we want. But the thing is, when we take in people, will be very, very clear on aligning expectations. Number one, and the onboarding itself. The other issue is that we always say, ayah, tak apalah, orang baru, 3 months, 6 months, orang baru, 1 year, orang baru. And then people take activity. And then, how often will we give performance feedback? Performance feedback is not yearly, it's every time, every day.
Huh?
Wow.
Every day.
Wow.
If you do something on the spot, I'll give you feedback. And the way we give feedback is not like, oh, you whole life like that, no. Feedback is a process, very, very specific. Let's say if I want to give feedback to Lily, I'm actually by her side, we are addressing the behavior. So these are some of the things that, leaders, when we don't do that, at the end, there will be performance issues because alignment. And then sometimes you look at job description and job specification, two different things. These two things, sometimes what they're doing is not according to that. So we never change the job description.
That's right, you're very right. So what I've done is, I followed what the DG is doing. DG CEO, every morning, 5-minute break, prep with everyone. Then eventually, who dies? Me. Because basically, it's burnout.
Okay.
You know what? No more directive leadership. No more prep talk. It's facilitative leadership. And what I mean by that, stop telling, start coaching.
Oh, start coaching.
Because as adults, the more you tell and tell, nobody is going to listen to you. Like for example, I give you an example. Let's say, give me one issue with the stock one on any general issue.
Give him one scenario.
One issue. Every time there's a work, they say, I'm busy lah, I MC lah, I'm headache lah,
No, not everybody, one person. You're dealing with individual. Don't generalize. Because everybody has got their own issues, right? Let's say, for example, I'm busy. I got so much work to do. Okay, and then my question, I'm not, no, rather than telling, no, what you should do, you should prioritize this, tell me what are the things. How can you prioritize your work so that you can include this as part of your task? Getting them to think, and most of the time we ask them close-ended question which doesn't work, and we ask the why question, they become very defensive. What happens is that every time you ask the why question, first they become defensive, they give you the reasons, and then no more reason, excuse. After excuse, they start lying. And that's when you know that person is lying. But you can't pinpoint because, so again, it's the way we talk. If not, leaders will get burnout. When your role is to be more strategic, you're doing day-to-day, putting out fire.
So the best part is, managers who are supposed to handle that role sometimes don't know what their roles are.
That's the thing, they need to be trained. The managers, don't just make them managers. They need to be trained as leaders, transform them to leaders. Because if not, they just 9 to 5, I get my money, your business, you handle that. You think more before me, I don't need to think because I'm tired of thinking. You are lazy to think because what? Your salary higher, your business, you think that. Because when you think, for them, anything wrong, they blame you. So this is the dynamics that every organization, I've been working with Fortune 500, right until NGOs, is the same thing. And all the 15 countries that I've worked with is the same thing. Recently, we were in India presenting in a conference last
You still have to involve human.
Same issue.
Okay, I got you one client already. Later we exchange WhatsApp. So it's setting expectations. Whether when they come in, it's number one. Do you have expectations set up? This is the matrix that actually I want. This is actually what the expectation, how it looks like. And then the second thing is that do you have the tools or system to help them to make their life easy? Number two, and number three is the feedback, right? The feedback. So usually what we do is that with my other people is that we have a point system. This is a bit
Point system.
Yeah, it's something you think about Grab. That's it. Grab actually don't have to sack people. Grab is that you want to make the money, then you fulfill my requirements, which is how many trips you want to get in order to fulfill, in order to qualify for these bonuses. And that's a KPI profit, that's a, what's the word, sir? It's not KPI, it's the
Metrics.
How do you tie the performance with that? If you do this, you will see benefits in your income. And it's in that angle. What the other part is actually what Captain shared just now. So two things. So usually they will fight for their own. Then feedback side is that what Captain shared just now. If I know that actually, let's say for example, you have a leaderboard, right? Yeah, leaderboards actually go in terms of point systems. Yeah, point system can be certain metrics that you track. Let's say they are the bottom of the leaderboards. Actually, what Captain shared just now, feedback and everything. So this is, I think that's your issue is more onto the leadership coaching side.
Any conversations like, there's one coaching psychology you said the quality of process and system is determined by the quality of relationship, and the quality of relationship is determined by the quality of conversation. And the conversation we have daily. If not, leaders can start.
I should record you. This one become a video already. Wow, so powerful, man.
Put more camera instead.
No. That's how we record videos.
Okay.
So you stand by everything, so because you don't know where's your ohm coming, right? So you cut it and become.
Put a few cameras.
Just now there's an ohm, right? The ohm, wow, I should record. So you have hiring issues, you have leadership coachings issues there, and then you have this, and then you also have, yeah. So you should exchange WhatsApp later. Because I'm more into sales and marketing. Even though I know hiring also, but leadership is expert. Yeah. So that's how it works. So I'm going to quickly finish it, then you can go for lunch. I need to finish this part, then we go to details. Right, so we just now, the trust issue, right? So the trust actually is prepare all the materials. We need to have a raw material first. Raw materials I'm talking about is the content. So how do we systemize it? We systemize it using Trello, Google Sheet. I'll show you after this. And then we have videos folder, we have image folder. Whenever that I've done, right? I have a folder just to collect all these images, videos, testimonial, and put inside the folders. And then testimonial is actually where you collect as it is. I collect one just now already. When she speak, I collect one just now. So, and then whatever you design it, everything is by design. You design the content, you design the conversations, you design the you design how the testimonial is going to pop up, by when roughly you're going to pop up, and then when it pop up, I just use a script and just tell them. By the way, I think your story can inspire a lot of people. Will you be free to share more about your stories? This coming Saturday, 11 o'clock, we can do a short Zoom and then you just share. I'll just take it as it, just a normal chit chat. I can tell you, if you get here, 100% they will say yes. But 99%, I only met ones that really asshole, they really don't give me one. I only met one people only. I collect here and then they don't give me. So, but 99% you get it. So then you have all these things, you have all the materials, right? Then, so now, this is all the trust elements that will help facilitate here. Then the next thing actually is that coming to here already. So you have inquiries right now. So we are building the trust element along the way. Now it's coming to the appointment side. Appointment side is that this is what I do. So usually when people WhatsApp you, right? Or they email you, and then what you do, you email back and forth, right? And then after that, you only wait for the appointments to take place, correct? Appointments can be Zoom, appointment can be face-to-face. So appointments, let's say for example, I'm only free next Friday. So I have to wait until next Friday to meet you, right? So during these 7 days, Friday to Friday, what you'll do? What you'll do? It means that appointments, right? I set appointments on Friday. So you have 7 days here, right? Sometimes it's 2 weeks because I'm overseas. I only come back next year, right? So what do you do here? Reminders. Okay. So they send reminders, right? What we do is that we take advantage here to build credibilities here. So we send videos, we send testimonials, we send value-added content just to build up the relationship, build the trust over here. I'll show you an example after this. Okay? So what kind of content is video content, testimonial content, right? The videos that I have recorded, I can cut this and then I make it 2 minutes. By the way, I have 2 minutes video. I think it can help your business. So you can watch this first before the appointment takes place. The reason why I do this is because I know you probably don't get business from me yet. I know you probably don't get business from me yet. So I need to take advantage of all the chances that I have to make sure I get the deals. I do whatever it takes to get the deals. And the best part is that you collect all the materials, you can automate this part. I show you how I automate this part. In my webinars, in my appointments, and then when they turn up, right, they won't question your price anymore. Seriously.
Agree.
They won't question your price anymore. They will just ask you, how can I? Yeah, they won't question your credibility and they won't ask for discount. They will just ask you, how can I work with you, number one. Number two, they will decide whether they can afford or not. You will have that kind of response. Because I already built enough credibility and trust during the period. I already built here. So I prepare all the materials. That's why the list of materials is very important. You never know what kind of materials you can use over here. Whether it's small deal or big deal doesn't matter. Whether it's one-to-one, whether it's one-to-many, doesn't matter. You want to increase the trust level here. So same thing, after the appointment, then what to do? Then you follow up, right? Hey, can pay. Hey, want to sign up? Hey, want to join, right? So sometimes it makes you become pushy, right? Then scared, right? And then you too pushy, and then how? So if you don't push, you don't follow up also, then probably no deals, right? So you are in between like chicken and egg. Should I push or shouldn't push? So the next thing is still the same. After here, usually you have 3 groups of people. Here, after appointments, actually this part here, actually you have 3 groups of people. 3 groups of people. During this process, this whole process, okay, 3 groups of people.
Yes, no, and maybe.
So the first group of people is that, yeah, they say yes, and then they turn up for appointments, but they haven't buy yet. The second is that they say yes, but they ghosted you. Ghosted you in Chinese called 放飞机. They say yes, but they didn't turn up. And of course, they didn't buy. They didn't buy, all right? And then the third group of people said they don't even want to entertain you. Usually you have 3 groups of people. The first group of people is that they say yes for appointment, they turn up. I should draw properly. They should turn up, but they didn't buy yet. Of course, you have the fourth group. Fourth group is that they buy, they turn up, they say yes, they turn up, they buy at the end. They're fourth group. But that one is a deal already, so I don't talk about that. So 3 groups is that here, yes, turn up for appointment, but didn't buy. Second group is that say yes, but they didn't turn up, and of course they didn't buy. They didn't buy at all. The third group is that they don't even entertain you since the very beginning. Oh, how do we do this? How do we do this to people? So we need to plan a series of, I call it a nurturing value-added content sequence. Just to get your attention. And I send it to you through emails, WhatsApp, and I use retargeting ads just to make you see on my Facebook again. There's such thing called retargeting ads. So it means that I can track you also. CRM, the one that I'm going to give you, you have it. You will know how to track it. I'm going to teach you. So we're going to track this by tagging, by certain technical code in Pixel, we call it Pixel. Yeah, we can track them, track these 3 group of people. And then we're going to personalize our content for this group of people who already attended, who already say yes. The content is slightly different, but it still comes from here. It still comes from here, but the content is slightly different.
So those that different category, we're going to customize different content to attract to gain the higher trust.
I would say the CTA is different.
CTA.
The content is roughly similar. I still talk about case study, call to actions. I still talk about case studies. I still use some value-added content, whether it's video and images, to send it to you. But the CTA is that, do you want to proceed? If I do it this way, it's not pushy anymore. I'm just adding value to you. I'm just helping you. By the way, I actually have a trainings, and I managed to cut it into 3 minutes. Probably it will help your business. You can use the technique I share in the videos. By the way, last time we discussed about this. Do you want to proceed? This is not pushy anymore. It becomes by the way. So then these people who say yes, but they didn't turn up, right? They say yes, but they ghosted you, and then of course they didn't buy, because the CTA is that, do you want to come for the appointment? It's a similar content. By the way, you registered before, do you want to come for the appointments? And then of course the other one this one do not entertain you one. This one is just bonus. It's a bonus to you. If you manage to get something, it's a bonus to you. If it's not, then it doesn't matter. Otherwise, they are not your client anyway. Right? They're not your client anyway. But we are doing one-time work. We just change the CTA only, and we automate it. That's it.
So every category, the reason why we have categories, every category we're going to
Every category,
different kind of content.
the content is similar. Call to action is different only. Because, it can be different. If you have all the time, then you really personalize it. Then you really you can personalize it in what way? I give you an example right now. Let's say, for example, this client who already attended appointments but haven't bought yet, right? And they are from manufacturing. I find my manufacturing testimony, I just send it to them. So all the sequence here is all manufacturing. That's one way you can personalize it. Or you can generalize it, means that it's a mixture of different things.
This does work for email as well?
We send them, once we have the content, we send them on emails, we send them on WhatsApp. WhatsApp have to be tactful. WhatsApp is very annoying sometimes.
Cannot often send.
I tested both, so I realized WhatsApp had to be tactful. WhatsApp had to be really personalized.
How often the maximum time for the engagement?
If your content is at least once a week, I would say.
Once a week.
At least once a week.
Also overcrowded.
If your content is good, then usually they look forward for your content. If your content is good, they will look forward for your content. Until the timing is right, then they will enroll. So sometimes they attended the appointment already, they haven't buy, it's because the timing is not right. I have family issue, I need to take care. My wife is in hospital, I need to give birth. And then business has some cash flow issues, but I know I need this. It's the timing issues. But some people do not get it. They know that probably it's my pricing issue, and then they keep pushing. And then probably it's they keep pushing the oversell. And then when you oversell without adding value, then you become blacklisted. Yeah, blacklisted. So is that we track them by CRM, by Pixel, Facebook Pixel, Google Pixel, all these things. It's the technical side, and we retarget them. So we can send them emails, we can send them WhatsApp, and there's one thing is that we can use advertising. There's one thing I called just now is retargeting ads, just to show them back on Facebook. That's why when you buy, that's why when you try to go to Adidas or Nike to buy your shoes, you close the website, right? Then you open your Facebook, you'll immediately see the shoes that you want to buy is immediately there.
That one is retargeting, right?
Yeah. That's how it works. But we don't want to oversell. Oversell means that, hey, sign up. Hey, when you want to pay, that's oversell. But how do we smoothen it? It's a value-added content By the way, it's a timing ready. That's a by the way. So that's how it works. So we do this by fixing all these things, by automate this. The content I do one time, I can automate one. But of course, your issue is sales cycle also. So my question is that, do you want to go for the B2C side? By the way, I'm an introvert. So camera, all these things is not for me one. But I internalize it. Because I know if I don't show face, I cannot survive, man.
I thought you were D.
I'm a D.
Oh, you're a D.
I'm an eagle.
Natural D, is it?
Natural D.
Oh.
I'm an eagle, I'm a D, and I'm a C.
Same.
But I'm an introvert. But I know I need to internalize this because if I don't do this, I will lose out in the competitions. I cannot stand out. So I have to design these kind of programs, purposely design this and get people to come back so that I can record this, I can cut this, and I can use it for many years. At the same time, I record testimonials. I design it. So you don't have to do physical sessions, you can do online sessions. So we can have lunch, and after come back, then we go into details with my laptop and show you everything how it works. So you want to end early, then finish early. But my session can finish at 3, 4 o'clock. So you come back within 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and we can finish early. No need traffic jam. So how to have lunch? Go down, left hand side, I think walk about 10 steps, you will see one mixed rice. There's a goreng also. Then you can go there. I think if not, then there's you have to walk. At the back there's one aircon place, which is I think the chicken rice or something like that.
No, no,
Halal is you have to.
you mean the mixed rice is not halal?
I'm not sure actually.
Wait, there's Malay there.
Huh?
There's Malay there.
Oh, then it is. Then it is. If not, then have to walk out. If you don't like the food there, then you have to walk out to the gate there. There's a Malay small restaurants, the Majid there, and then go there. You go out, you turn right, walk until the very end, then you see the.